Welcome back to our podcast. Last Night I Watched. I'm your host, Carlos, and here is my boy, Ian.
Hey, Carlos, how's it going, my friend?
It's going good today, dude.
Good. Good.
Today we're watching Guns at Batasi. This one's an old black and white film made back in 1964. It was actually recommended by, we were listening to a podcast with Quentin Tarantino and our favorite director, Edgar Wright.
That's right.
From across the pond.
That's right.
They've been watching a full list of movies over quarantine, and they said this was probably top on their list. So
Yeah, I'd never heard of this movie before.
me neither. Yeah. But they highly recommended it, and they said it's free on YouTube. Go check it out.
Yeah,
so,
that's a nice little perk to this movie. It's just streaming on YouTube.
So of course we had to check it out.
Yeah.
So today, let's talk about Guns at Batasi.
Guns at Batasi.
When you pass a commission officer, you don't wave your end about like a pregnant penguin. You execute a salute in the following manner. Raise the right hand by the longest loop till the second finger rests 1 inch above the right eye. At the same time, turn the head in your eyes in the direction of the officer. When one pace past the officer, turn the eyes to the front, your hand to the right side by the shortest route. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Right. Let's see you do it then, lad. Come along, come along. Saluting by numbers. 1, 2, 1, 2.
Guns at Batasi. So, what'd you think about it, Ian?
So I like a lot of movies from this era. I like a lot of black and white movies. It just reminds me of I remember watching like a lot of movies from this era like as a kid, and also like watching black and white movies and TV shows with my dad back in the day. So I've always had a fondness for them. And I read something they shot I think they shot this at Pinewood Studios, if I read correctly. It's a really famous studio setup in like a soundstage in England. I believe they shot a lot of Star Wars there, a lot of James Bond there.
Oh, that's probably why it sounds familiar.
Yeah, I think they shot Aliens there. I think I read that correctly. Because to my recollection, reading about this, they shot Goldfinger at the same time they were shooting this. They both came out in
Whoa.
1964.
Oh, wow.
Which I thought was cool.
That is cool.
So yeah, I have a lot of fond memories of watching films from this era. And this one, I'm glad I watched it. I was telling you before we started recording, whoever uploaded it to YouTube did a really good job. I think it's full 1080p.
Yeah, it looks good.
It looks like they ripped it straight from the Blu-ray.
Yeah.
And just the 235:1 aspect ratio, a lot of cool vistas. And, a lot of people are like, oh, black and white's boring. I've always liked black and white.
Yeah, it didn't bother me.
I like so this takes place in Africa, East Africa, if I'm not
Africa,
mistaken.
yeah.
Just seeing a lot of like the vehicles and everything.
I don't know if it's a fictional city of Batasi or if that's a real African.
I don't know either.
City or
it
what?
might be fictional. I'm not entirely. It's based off of a book, and I forget what the book is called.
Yeah,
Let me look at that up.
It's called like Guns.
It's a different
something else.
Yeah, exactly.
It's
yes.
not Batasi.
So I think
in the book.
Batasi might be made up.
Yeah,
Let me look it up here. That's gonna bother me.
dude, and it's starring Sir Richard Attenborough.
Yes,
of Jurassic Park fame.
I was gonna say he'll always be John Hammond to me.
Yeah.
That's really, I think, the only movie. That's not true. I've seen him he's in The Great Escape.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's in The Great Escape, and I think those are the only movies I've seen him. Jurassic Park, and then he's in The Lost World Jurassic Park for a minute or two, and then he's in The Great Escape.
I know him originally as Richard Hammond from Jurassic Park, and he's like so fluffy and nice in that one.
Yeah, this
And
one,
then
he's not that
He's
at all.
we get introduced to him, and he's already picking on a soldier.
That's right. When it's like the not the courtyard, but like they're in like that spacious area. And,
Yeah.
He's like, you will salute me like this.
You will salute your commanding officer.
Yes.
Now by the numbers,
Yeah.
and 1, 2.
Yes. So then there was a novel, a 1962 novel called The Siege of Battersea.
Battersea.
Like Battersea.
Huh.
which kind of almost sounds like Batasi, Battersea,
does.
Batasi. I don't know why yeah, I don't know. And they did shoot it at Pinewood Studios. Okay, I'm glad I'm not making that up.
Okay, cool.
The last days of the British Empire in East Africa. That's one thing too. I was kind of like trying to pinpoint when this took place.
Yeah, oh man.
So,
Well, looking at their guns, they had the Sten submachine gun.
right. I've
that-
always liked that gun because the clip is on the side.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've always thought that was a cool looking weapon.
That had to be at least early 1900s, maybe after World War II. I wanna
Yeah.
say.
Because I'm trying to look up when the British Empire ended.
Yeah.
I think it ended after, I guess, the Second World War?
That'd make sense. But I feel like imperialism started collapsing before that. I'm not sure.
Okay.
I was actually looking at a little factoid on the Sten machine gun,
Yeah.
and apparently it's the second model of that gun. And you'll
Really?
notice all of the commanding officers are holding the clip to hold it.
Right.
Whereas the newbie, the private, he's holding it by the barrel like you're supposed to for that model.
Oh,
'Cause it would-
okay.
That model came out in 54.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So I don't know if this is around 54 or if they're
Maybe.
just throwing guns in here for
Well,
no
there was
reason.
conflict in Africa in World War II, right?
Oh, tons, yeah.
Yeah, so
tons.
I was thinking, like, does this take place in World War II? But if that gun came, maybe, I don't know if the British were still doing stuff in Africa after World War II ended. But
Maybe, yeah.
I'd say, if I were to guess, like, probably sometime between, like, maybe late 30s to early 50s this takes place, maybe?
That makes sense,
I don't
yeah.
know.
And it's I don't think I've ever seen a film depicting like the collapse of British imperialism
Me
in
neither.
Africa. It's great concept
yeah.
to explore. I love
Yeah,
it.
me neither.
Um,
What else is there? what do you have on your notes?
oh man, dude, I just got a bunch of quotes from Attenborough, dude. He has amazing quotes in this one.
He, by far, I think I told you this too, he has by far the most dialogue in the movie, I think.
Oh yeah,
He's
It's-
definitely...
it's the Attenborough movie.
Yes, yeah, yeah.
He's a really interesting character too because he's very by the numbers. We're introduced in the very beginning to him, of course, making that soldier salute him over and over and
Yeah.
over again.
Yeah.
And all the boys are in the bar drinking and saying, "How long do you think he's gonna be at it?" Then?
Yeah, yeah.
And they're all trying to fool around and hide like the Queen's painting from
Right,
him and everything.
Right, because he demands is it a picture or is it a painting of the queen?
Maybe like a portrait. I don't know.
Regardless, he demands it be hung behind the bar.
Yeah.
And it's interesting because you never actually see the queen.
Yeah.
And I read something about that. I think they were afraid because he does something to the picture at the end of the movie, and I think that would have been very scandalous at the time to show.
Definitely, yeah. You're not supposed to depict the Queen in any manner except for
Yeah.
respect.
Yeah, exactly.
That was interesting.
Yeah.
And the way that they got around that too by having it like a side angle of
Yeah.
of the Queen, and then that way at the end you know, oh, that's the Queen painting that we saw in the very beginning.
Right, yeah.
That he's destroying at
At
the
first,
end.
I kind of forgot. I'm like, oh, that's right. It's queen. Yeah, I was like, wait, why is he picking it back up?
Yeah.
Why is this? Oh, that's why. That's right. I forgot about that.
But yeah, he's very by the numbers, and the rest of his crew is I don't know if they're sloppy, but they're you know, they're relaxed.
Yeah.
It's almost the end of the empire.
Right. Yeah.
They all get it.
Yeah.
I guess that's why towards the end, when they're flipping a coin to see who's gonna go out and start the assault, they're all like rubbing the back of their heads. Oh, geez, I don't know.
Yeah. And I
Is it
think
really worth
he
it?
felt the opposite. Wasn't he just like gung ho, ready to go?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
is the gun at
Yeah.
Batasi.
Yes. Yes. That was one thing. It lives up to its name. There are a lot of guns in this movie.
Yeah.
They go to an armory stash that I thought was really cool. A lot of weapons
Mm-hmm.
in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was impressed. I was like, okay, it definitely lives up to Guns at Batasi for sure.
My favorite scene is when he puts his glasses on, he sits down, and he's starting to write up some orders or something. But you see the big, gigantic, large machine gun, and it has the top clip on top.
Yes, yeah.
And it's directly in front of him in frame.
Yeah.
And you have the lady, I don't know what her name is. She's not a prime minister.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Miss Barker Wise.
Yeah, she and Richard Attenborough butt heads the whole movie, pretty much, right?
Because she has that almost new perspective.
Yes.
He's
Yeah.
like the old
Yeah,
old
it's
way
like
of just
conflicting ideologies.
yeah,
Yeah.
the old way of being gung-ho and conquering these people and controlling them. I've been at this station for 27
right,
years.
right, yeah,
And you, Ms. Brocker Wise, she's just a politician. They just
right,
gab. They have the gift
right,
of gab.
yeah, right,
But it's also a new perspective. I mean, she's trying to solve it peacefully, politically. And she explains to him in this scene where he's writing down some orders in front of the giant gun.
Yeah.
She's all like, "You, sir, you should be listening to me. You're nothing but a gun.
Yeah,
You've been
that's
trained
right.
this way to
That's
be an
right,
animal,
yeah,
basically." I love that scene.
yeah, she was good.
Yeah.
She was good.
And he is a gun. He's literally sitting in front of the gun. He's ready to go. He's ready for battle.
Yep.
These guys, they're not gonna take us. They're not gonna take our guns for
Right,
sure.
yeah.
They're not gonna leave us defenseless.
Cause is the I forget, what would you call the opposing side? Did they even have a name? They had to have had a name.
They were
right?
calling them revolutionaries,
Yeah.
but then they were like, "No, we're the new government."
Yeah, it was almost like a coup d'état in a way,
Yeah.
from what I gathered, almost.
Yeah, because the military, they ordered that one guy who comes in injured eventually.
Yeah,
that they
I
have
like
to
that
hide.
scene. That almost reminded me of like Night of the Living Dead or something. I thought that was cool.
When he's pouring in,
Yeah.
all bloody.
Yes, yeah, I thought that was really cool.
But that's the thing about Attenborough's character is the politician. She can come in and I mostly agree with her theories.
Yeah.
Is we shouldn't even be in Africa. We shouldn't be doing imperialism.
I agree as well.
But Attenborough and the rest of the guys, they just snap to it. They see danger and they're ready. That guy
Yeah.
comes pouring in with all of his wounds, and Attenborough's like, "Get me some rags. Get him some stitching. Get him
Yep.
this. Get him that.
Yeah,
Put some dinner on."
yeah, it's like instinct.
Yeah, and he knows how to take care of business for
Yeah,
sure.
definitely.
You need those kind of guys,
Yeah,
but also it is a turn of the leaf. It is a new day. You can't
Yeah.
just flip a
Yeah.
coin and start going out and exploding.
exactly,
things.
exactly. Yeah, yeah, he's definitely. I agree. He's very, very much a man of his time period. He's a product of his time.
Yeah.
Product of just his environment, being in the military.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I like it when he's showing Miss Barker Wise around, and he's all like, "Look at this painting. This lad right here. He eats boar's milk and
Yeah.
something else
Yeah.
for breakfast.
Yeah.
And this guy over here." And then he goes to the third one, and it's a pinup of a
Oh,
naked lady.
he
and
tears
he's
it
like,
down. That was
tears it
hilarious.
down.
That was hilarious. Yeah.
So funny,
Yeah.
dude. Because they're all just a bunch of dudes.
Yeah,
and they're-
exactly.
As much as you want to look
exactly.
respectful and everything, you're still a dude.
No, that was hilarious. Yeah. Yeah, that got a good laugh out of me for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was pretty good. Yeah, I guess should we talk about Mia Farrow perhaps?
Yeah.
And her love interest, I forget the actor's name.
He was the Private Wilkes, played by John
Yes.
Layton. And then
Okay.
you had Mia Farrow playing Karen Erickson.
Which this was her film debut. I didn't know that.
Oh, really?
She was like 19, I think, when they shot this.
Wow.
She was very young. And I forget her character. She's like a member of the UN, I think, or something.
Oh, that's right, yeah. Something weird like that.
And I can't remember how she gets involved with Private Wilkes' character. They just kind of...
That was a crazy scene when they were driving in, and Private Wilkes had to, like, point his gun at the driver. Keep driving through this crowd. Keep driving. Get us through.
Yeah.
Because everybody's rioting.
Exactly, yeah, kind of protesting. Yeah, whenever I think of Mia Farrow, I immediately think of Rosemary's Baby. I don't know if you've ever seen that.
Oh, was
but
she in that? I didn't
she's
see that one.
Rosemary. Yeah,
What?
that was like her big whoop-de-doo.
Oh, wow.
When that came out, it was a big movie when it came out. So I think me and a bunch of other people, I'm sure, probably think of that when they think of Mia Farrow. But yeah, she was involved with Woody Allen. I think she's in possibly maybe some of his movies.
Oh, wow.
I've
She
seen.
wasn't married to him, was she?
I think she might have been.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think she might have been. I think they got divorced. I think there was some scandal. She accused him of molesting one of their childs or something.
Oh, yeah.
And shitty stuff like that.
She...
But yeah, she's a very, very she was a very prominent figure back then. Probably not around the time of this is her first movie, but after Rosemary's Baby, I'm sure she was was a big. She was married to Frank Sinatra.
Whoa.
Yeah, she was like a big celebrity back in the day.
That's awesome.
And yeah, I thought she was fine in this. It provided the love angle, that's for sure.
Yeah,
Her and
kind of
Private Wilkes.
breaks up the tension a little
Yeah,
bit.
yeah. Which I don't know if the movie necessarily needed it. I think maybe the writers or whomever wrote the screenplay figured, maybe we should put a little love interest in here,
Why not?
for like the perhaps the people that like romance more or something.
Yeah.
It didn't fault the movie, but also at the same time, looking back, I'm like, you didn't necessarily need it, but it still works.
Yeah, it was fine.
It doesn't take away anything to me, at least.
Adds a little bit more commentary with the other sergeants though too.
Oh,
they're
yeah.
like, look at that lad. He's getting to her first.
Yeah.
If we're not careful, he's gonna get to her
Yeah,
first.
exactly.
And then they're like, oh man, he is getting to her. That old bat's starting to look better and better now.
Yeah, yeah.
About Barker Wise.
Right. Yeah, it's so funny.
Did you read that factoid that Mia Farrow, she got this part like last second?
Yeah, I wanted
That's
to talk
crazy.
about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, she replaced Britt Eklund, her name is.
Which I don't know who that is either.
I know who she is because she is James Bond's love interest in The Man with the Golden Gun.
Whoa, cool.
Let me pull her up here. Yeah, I think that's how you say it, Britt Eklund. She's Swedish. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
It makes total sense, though, looking at her.
They said they wrote the part for her because she is Swedish, whereas
Right.
Mia Farrow isn't.
Yeah. Because she has a Swedish name. Like,
Yeah.
her name, it's kind of Scandinavian sounding.
Karen Eriksson is the
Yeah,
part in the
Eriksson.
film,
That's
yeah.
very Scandinavian.
Eriksson.
Yeah. She was also in... she's in a great movie with Christopher Lee called The Wicker Man. And they remade it in 2006, starring Nicolas Cage.
I really enjoyed Nicolas Cage's. Everybody hates it, but I enjoyed it when I saw it as a
I
kid.
mean, shit, man. He goes around and he in a bear costume, and that's actually in the original, if I remember correctly.
Oh.
It's just taken a lot more seriously.
Whenever people are making fun of Nicolas Cage's, they say, the bee!
Yeah, not the bees, not the bees. And dude, the original is a really fantastic movie. I actually might watch it again this
Ooh.
October.
I gotta check it out.
It's a great movie. I think it might be on Amazon Prime for free, but yeah, I was really taken aback by why Britt Eklund dropped out of this movie. She was married at the time to Peter Sellers of Pink Panther fame.
Yeah.
And Doctor Strangelove, really great actor.
Oh, he's in Doctor Strangelove?
Yeah.
Ooh, that's cool.
And I read a few things that he had a heart attack at the time, so she was taking care of him. I also heard that he was incredibly what's the word when jealous. Yeah, like he thought the guy playing Private Wilkes was gonna totally
move in on his gal.
Yeah, exactly, and just very paranoid.
That's
So
pretty
he sounded
crazy.
very paranoid. He actually wanted like a few of the actors to like spy on her throughout the whole shooting of the movie. I don't know if
I read that too.
I wonder if they actually shot any footage with Britt Eklund in the movie. I don't know if like maybe they never even got to shooting yet.
I think she dropped out after 2 weeks of production. I saw.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah.
That'd be interesting to see that footage if it still exists.
That's
See how
so funny that Peter Sellers was so jealous.
I know.
He couldn't even have his gal on the shoot.
I think it's because he was about 17 years older than Britt Eklund. Almost like it seems almost like she was like a trophy wife in a way.
Oh wow, yeah.
So
You got to keep an eye on your trophy.
I think Peter Sellers might have been kind of just a little insecure. I don't know.
Definitely.
Because maybe like all these young strapping gentlemen hitting on my Swedish woman. I don't think so.
Especially when he had to shoot that boot knocking scene.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
I'd be jealous too.
Yeah.
Shoot.
I thought that was really interesting. Really, really interesting. But, it's cool. I mean, it got Mia Farrow her film debut,
Yeah.
which is cool.
And she did fine.
Yeah, I thought she did a fine job.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was an interesting little gossip going into this movie.
The way that they talk about race in this movie, like you have the politician Miss Barker Wise coming in and saying, you don't respect these people, you're racist or whatever. And you can think that, especially since they're imperialists taking
Right.
over African nations. But the way that Sergeant Major Lauderdale treats the barman very respectful in a way. He never says like the N word.
Yeah.
Oh, give me that, you little,
Yeah.
N word.
Definitely.
He treats them with respect. Maybe in the beginning you could maybe think that he's being a little weird to that African soldier by making him do the 1 and 2s over and over again. But he's probably just trying to train him as a real soldier. Not
exactly.
Sloppy. But Major Lauderdale, when he's explaining it to Miss Barker Wise, he's not like a racist or anything. He has massive respect for these people.
Yeah, he just seems like really just wants the best man for the job, I guess. It's like, I just want soldiers.
Yeah. I can't remember exactly the lines he was saying, but oh, that one line when they start getting ready for war, basically, and they go and get a bunch of guns and come back with all their guns and stuff and their sandbags. Miss Barker Wise is like, what are you doing? Don't you think we were safer when we didn't have guns? And he's all like, well, ma'am, I thought you thought that all men were created equal.
Yeah, that's right. That was a good line.
They had guns. We
didn't. Yeah.
Now we do.
Now we're equal. Yeah, that was a good line.
So good, dude.
Yeah, that was a really good line.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a good scene.
And then you can kind of maybe see it when who's the guy who does the coup d'etat? Wonder what his name is.
Is he the wounded gentleman?
No. Lieutenant Boniface.
Okay.
Lieutenant Boniface, I thought you were such a gentleman in Europe. What happened to you?
Yeah, okay.
When he comes in and he's giving orders, he's all like, you guys got to turn in your guns. And then Sergeant Major Lauderdale is all like, sir, I do not recognize you. Take off your hat.
Yeah.
Nobody in my mess has ever worn a hat in here, so take it off. And then he's like, no, keep your hats on, guys. Keep your hats on. He's like, you're not recognized. So he's like, okay, fine.
Yeah.
Total, like, power move.
Definitely.
In a way.
Definitely. Yeah.
But also, in a way, he's right, too. I don't know.
Yeah. That was a mistake. Captain Abraham, I think, is the injured dude.
Abraham's injured, and then Lieutenant Boniface is taken over.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
Got it. Cool. Yeah, I can see why someone of the likes of Quentin Tarantino likes this movie, because it's very dialogue heavy.
Yes.
A lot of dialogue, a lot of people talk. I know he says one of his favorite movies is Rio Bravo, and there's a lot that's just mainly just people hanging out and talking. I think he really enjoys that. You can tell in his movies too. There's a lot, and a lot of them are dialogue driven.
He also pointed out in that podcast we were listening to, Quentin Tarantino said you could almost make this like a stage play.
Yeah, definitely.
Like he did with Hateful Eight.
Definitely.
Except, you have those other things where you got to go to the armory, or you have to drive through like the town full of the mob of people.
Yeah.
But other than that, if you just have like the mess hall scenes, you might have a good little play.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Very stagey.
Yeah.
For sure. I think that's why maybe I wasn't. I'm glad I watched this movie again. I thought it was shot very well. I thought it was the black and white worked in this movie's favor.
Mm-hmm.
I really liked just the 235:1 aspect ratio. They used it that's one thing, they used it to its benefit. The way they set up shots where people are filling out, there'd be guys on the left side of the screen and also guys on the right side of the screen, just taking it to its full effect. I thought was really nice.
Yeah.
And the acting, Richard Attenborough did a really good job.
Amazing.
I think most people did, but at the same time, I don't know if this would be this probably wouldn't be a movie I'd watch a lot.
Really?
I don't think so.
I don't know, because this was my second view through, and
Okay.
it's very comforting to me for some reason. Just having
Okay.
Lauderdale in charge and giving out those crazy lines.
I can see that.
I don't know anybody else who has that delivery.
Yeah.
You don't get that too often.
Yeah, exactly. Very commanding.
Yeah, love
Very,
it.
Takes the reins whenever he's on the screen. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't. It just I don't know if maybe because this is such a change of pace of what we've watched and just what I've been watching. I mean, we've discussed Jaws, Commando, the Matrix films, and the Greasy Strangler. This is a big 180 from those.
Yeah, definitely.
And that's not a bad thing. I actually really like that we got to talk about this, because there's this saying, variety is the spice of life, and I subscribe to that
Yeah.
idea, because you can't just and I guess we kind of did that with the Greasy Strangler too. We never really watched anything. There's nothing really like the Greasy Strangler for the most part.
No.
But I like kind of keeping ourselves, like, on our toes, I guess. It's like, let's not get too comfortable. Let's go back and watch a 1960s black and white film.
Yeah.
A British 1960s black and white film regarding kind of like a war environment in a way, because that's one thing when I think of war movies, I think of like Apocalypse Now, Saving Private Ryan, Platoon. I don't think I've ever seen a war film from the before the 70s, and they made a lot of them.
Yeah.
And I don't think I've really seen a lot.
I usually don't watch a lot of 60s films, for sure.
I do. There's a lot of good horror from that. I mean, the James Bond movies. I watched those a lot as a kid. They have a very fond recollection of those. I watch a lot of TV from this. I watch a lot of the Twilight Zone and the Outer Limits.
Mm-hmm.
Other than that, yeah, not too much really. I've watched there's a Steve McQueen movie, Bullet, that a lot of people like. It was it was okay. I can understand why a lot of people like it, but 60s wise, yeah, I don't really necessarily go too much into it. Mainly it's just a lot of there was a lot of good horror coming out of the 60s for the most part. But yeah, again, I am glad we watched this, for sure. It was, and it's interesting. It makes me wonder if I'd ever would have watched this if we hadn't heard about it from Quentin Tarantino and Edgar Wright.
Exactly. Yeah, I probably would have never known about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what do you like? How do you feel like overall, especially after watching? Because that's one thing I'm glad we finally talked about. I felt bad because you've been wanting to talk about this for a long time.
Yeah.
You've been wanting to talk about this for like over 6 months, I feel like. So I'm glad we finally are doing this.
Yeah, it's nice. And it's not a very traditional war film. Like,
No,
you don't
not
have
a lot of
big
war.
No,
Yeah.
you don't have a big D-Day opening scene
exactly,
where everybody's
yeah.
getting cut down.
Mm-hmm.
It's just full of suspense. You're all like, "Oh man, here it comes. Here comes the mob, they're going to come and rip them up, and they're going to have to make their last stand in the mess hall.
Right.
Here we go. And then he starts blowing up the cannons, and then the commander comes in and he's like, "Hey guys, we resolved it peacefully and politically. You're all good." So it's different for sure from what we're used to.
Yeah.
I think that's why I enjoyed it so much.
Yeah, it was a breath of fresh air, that's for sure.
It is.
Yeah.
Oh, another thing I noticed when they're doing the distraction at the end and singing.
Yeah.
The second song that they start singing is one of my favorites. John Brown's Body. John Brown's body lies a molding in the grave.
I think I know the melody.
Yeah.
I don't know if I know the lyrics. Yeah. Is it like that kind of like
Yeah.
that? Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
John Brown, he was in the Civil War, pre-Civil War. He was the guy who went down to the South and started killing all the slave masters and
Okay.
saying, "God wants me to kill all of you so we can free the slaves."
Yeah.
There's actually a really good show that just came out recently. The Good Lord Bird is what it's
I
called.
haven't heard of that.
Totally recommend that series.
Okay.
It's very short, just a one-off series, but it goes over John Brown's exploits. But to see that song in a British film, nonetheless,
that's interesting.
that they're singing like almost an American song, it's very cool.
That's cool.
I know that during the Civil War, when they were liberating the South, a lot of the black units would march into the towns and sing that one.
Oh, that's really
so
cool.
Love that song.
Yeah, that's really cool. I didn't know that. That's awesome.
And then just lastly too is I loved how they're all saying goodbye, and Attenborough is all like, "Remember, lad, some people sleep light. Don't go slinging your boots around."
Right. Yeah, that was a little
they-
wink, nudge, nudge. Yeah, that was cool.
Shows that he's kind of a nice guy.
Yeah.
Like a lighter side to that hard exterior.
I was trying to so why did they send him back to Britain at the end?
Because he was trying to blow everybody up, I guess.
Yeah, was that like punishment almost in a way? Yeah.
It's punishment without punishing him.
Right.
Because he didn't really do anything wrong. He's just going with his training.
Right, yeah.
But also the Africans were demanding that something happened to him.
And I think that when he gets told that before he goes into the bar and he throws the whiskey glass at the
at the Queen's portrait.
So was that on purpose or was that just happenstance? Do you think he was actually aiming to hit the portrait of the Queen?
Yeah, I'm wondering if that's like a message.
Yeah.
Like, what are the filmmakers trying to say?
Because right when he does it, he realized, like, oh my God. And then he goes behind the bar and he picks up all the glass and everything and tries to, correct what he's done.
Yes.
So it made me wonder if he did it on purpose and then realized, like, oh God, that was just a fit of rage. I shouldn't have done that. Or he was just pissed off and threw. That's the only time he really ever loses his cool in the movie.
Yeah.
Other than that, he's very well composed. And,
Yeah.
And it was just like maybe he just threw it and accidentally hit the portrait of the Queen.
Everything that he's done for his country, and then they basically say, "Sorry, dude, we're getting rid of you. There's a new age coming." But then he realizes that he was regretful of that, and he still loves his country.
Yeah.
And then he tidies up, walks outside, and marches
and then
right off
roll
into the
credits.
sunset.
I thought that was cool.
So good, dude.
Yeah.
Love that character.
Yeah, man. Yeah, it was because it's funny because like there were times it's like, okay, come on, let's. I feel like I say that a lot about the past few movies we talked about. Like there are lulls. I think I said that about the Matrix sequels. It's just like, okay, I don't know. And again, it's because this is a total 180 even from what I've been watching recently, and I think maybe that might have been a little detrimental for me. But at the same time, I can't write it off because there's a lot to like about this movie.
Yeah.
And that's one thing I was gonna ask you. Like, would you recommend this to people?
Yes.
Yeah.
I would totally.
See,
just to get that Attenborough experience.
Okay.
I've never seen him like that.
Yeah.
I'm used to the fluffy white guy.
Yeah,
in
exactly.
Jurassic
Yeah,
Park.
exactly. See, the thing is, like, I don't know if I would because I could see so many people, people our age. Oh, it was boring.
It was in black and white.
It was in black and white. It was boring. Nothing happened. It was boring. The British guys were just kind of angry throughout the whole movie. It was boring. Like,
I could see that, yeah. Especially with the younger generation.
Which is sad to me.
Yeah.
Because I think there's something to take away from every movie, even if it's an awful movie.
Yeah. I think it was very helpful that Quentin Tarantino explained that, it could be like a play, because that's kind of how I watched it.
Yeah.
Like, these are stage actors. I'm just going to enjoy them doing some good dialogue.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's one thing, too. I like Quentin Tarantino a lot. I like Edgar Wright a lot. I haven't listened to Edgar Wright talk as much about film as I have Quentin Tarantino, but I don't take Quentin Tarantino's word for gospel. He said some things that he said a lot of things I do agree with. And, I lent you my Blu-ray of Rolling Thunder months and months ago, and the Tommy Lee Jones movie.
Tommy Lee Jones.
Do you remember it's a Vietnam War veteran, and he comes back and he gets like awarded all these coins, and these dudes go in and they kill his family, and then they put his hand in the garbage disposal.
Oh, that movie was insane.
Yeah,
dude.
yeah.
I totally forgot about that.
That's one of Quentin Tarantino's favorite movies. I never probably would have ever found out about that movie if it weren't for Quentin Tarantino. I like that movie a lot.
It ends very weird because they go into the bar and shoot everybody up and then just leave.
Yep,
and then
just leave.
Roll credits.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I remember that one now.
Yeah, there's a lot of things he's said over the years, like, oh yeah, that's my favorite movie. I'm like, yeah, I like that thing. That movie's awesome. And then he said some stuff like, I don't know if this is true, but I guess he might have said that he likes the Rob Zombie Halloween movies, where it's like, I do not agree with that at all. He's a big fan of the movie Days of Thunder. It's a Tom Cruise NASCAR racing movie. Whoa. And I watched it. I can understand why people would like that movie for sure, but it's just it wasn't my thing. I really wanted to like it too, but I just couldn't really get into it.
It's no Talladega Nights.
I'm not a big fan of that movie.
Oh, really?
Vicky Booby. Because I like Borat in it, or Sacha Baron Cohen in it.
Yeah, he's funny.
He's a French. See, that came out like after Anchorman, and I like Anchorman a lot. I think I just wanted Anchorman again, and Talladega Nights is an Anchorman again, for the most part. It kind of is. It follows the same beats, but I think I was just like, oh, this is an Anchorman. But going back to my point, I don't. Because there are a lot of people like, oh, Quentin Tarantino is just the mastermind. He does nothing wrong. It's like, I don't view him as that. I don't even, Hateful Eight. I kind of feel the same way about Hateful Eight as I do this movie. There are times where it's just like, okay, let's get let's get going here. You know, this is like, you know, maybe a little too much dialogue for my liking. Like let's pick it up a little bit. Because again, that's a total stage play right there. Hateful Eight.
I think I'm the opposite, but it was trained into me to like be in the moment and just like dig it. Like even the lulls in a way. Especially Hateful Eight. Hateful Eight, like there's so much going on in my opinion. I'm never rushing
there
to
is
reaction.
And there's a lot of suspense. There is the whole like one of us doesn't you know, isn't who they say they are.
Yeah,
which
I'm sitting
I
there
like.
biting my nails watching that Hateful
But at
Eight.
the same time, I think in the past decade it was his weakest film. Or maybe in his filmography for me.
Really?
It's one I probably won't go. And it sucks. It doesn't suck. It's a great cast. Kurt Russell, Jennifer Jason Leigh, even Channing Tatum shows up. Tim Roth. It's a really great Samuel Jackson. Great cast. Yeah. But at the same time, that's not one I go back to or will go back to a lot. But you know, I still like it. I wish I got to see it on 70 millimeter, but the movie there was way too packed when we went to go see it. But yeah, it's regardless, I'm glad that Quentin Tarantino and Edgar Wright talked about it, because this is it's a very well done movie. Yeah, it's a very well done. You know, just the acting, again, the cinematography, even the direction. You know, it's very well done.
Yeah, very suspenseful too.
Yeah.
And it never pops. I think Quentin Tarantino was saying that it never pops off.
Yeah.
To where we have a big open battle like we're expecting.
Right.
But I kind of like that.
Yeah, it's different, you know?
Yeah,
it's a nice change of pace for sure.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Happy ending, too.
Yeah.
Nobody dies.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. And they all walk away from it, yeah.
Except for those guys who get gunned down when that one leader's trying to escape the truck.
That's right.
Those guys got
gunned down. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, we did lose a few people along the way.
I also really like... It makes me realize watching it again that I really like British films. I like the British culture. I like British military culture, I think, too.
Okay.
Just the way that they scream at each other.
Is there another movie with like really prominent British military?
Colour Sergeant. Yes, I wanted to bring it up, dude, because if you enjoyed this film, I didn't know it, but I studied a battle of 1879.
Oh, okay.
And I always wondered, why didn't they make a movie out of this battle? That's such a good battle. Turns out they did. And it stars your boy, Michael Caine.
Michael Caine. When did this movie come out?
It's called Zulu. This one came out probably 60s as well.
Okay, so kind of around the same time as this?
Yeah.
Is this in black and or is Zulu in black and white as well?
Zulu's in color.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it initially opens up with the most important part. You have to understand that there was a battle of Islawanda against the Zulu just a day before, where 15,000 British troops just got butchered in the open plains. And there's a lesson that I studied where they lacked discipline in that battle. You're supposed to circle wagons and prep for the savages to attack you with their spears.
Gotcha.
But they were all just, oh yeah, we could do this. We're the British army. So they all spread out on the plains and just let the Zulus encompass them and flank them, and they just got totally butchered.
Wow.
But then the next day, which is what the film Zulu is about, is it's called the Battle of Rorke's Drift, and they're in a little compound where there's 100 men and like maybe 30 wounded people that they're just nursing, and there's 4,000 Zulus approaching to just finish them off. And this film Zulu depicts that whole battle and what they're going through. Wow. And in fact, Jack Hawkins is in Zulu as well. He was Colonel Deal.
That's right. We need to talk about Jack Hawkins.
Yeah, Jack Hawkins was Colonel Deal. He's the guy who comes and relieves the boys in Guns of Batasi and says, all right, guys, you guys can go home. But Jack Hawkins is in Zulu as well, and he plays a drunken preacher.
That's great.
And he has an amazing part where he's like going off in a wagon. He's saying, he peeks out the back of the wagon at the soldier. He says, "You're all gonna die. You're all dead men." And like, it's true. There's 4,000 Zulu troops coming to kill 100 of you. But what's amazing about that battle is they survive.
Oh, wow.
Just by being disciplined.
Oh.
Because Islawana, the battle the day earlier, they weren't disciplined. They didn't do the
Okay.
proper techniques. Whereas the Battle of Rorke's Drift, they were very disciplined and they had a plan and they all stayed in their stations. So yeah, I definitely recommend that one if you guys had a fun time with Guns of Batasi. Go check out Zulu. It's a little bit longer, more lulls definitely than Guns of Batasi because they're all just waiting around to die.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a lot of waiting around, getting ready to die.
Did you get to watch the whole thing?
Yeah, I watched it at work.
Oh, nice. Where'd you watch it? Or like what service did you watch?
Oh, it's free on this app called Tubi.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
I've been using Tubi a lot.
Really?
There's so much stuff on there.
Hey man, you can't beat a free movie, man.
Exactly. Yeah,
I'll take it.
yeah. Shout out to Tubi because there's a
Shouts out.
lot of stuff on there. I've been watching it quite a bit recently.
Yeah, and Michael Caine's he's pretty good in that one. He's not like the main actor. But he's very soft spoken in general. He's like, well, so you took my command, and you just get to see what happens now.
It sounds like Michael Caine.
Yeah,
It sounds like Michael Caine.
Might have been his first part too, Michael Caine.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's cool.
yeah.
Nice.
Totally recommend Zulu.
Okay.
Check that one out, guys.
Yeah, definitely. I'll have to watch it as well.
Yeah. Overall, what do you give Guns of Batasi out of 5? How many guns do you give it?
I think I give it 3 guns out of 5 guns.
3 guns?
Yeah, I wasn't expecting to be blown away. I try to, but I went in with a pretty clean slate. I didn't want to know too much, and I just I'll just watch it, and that's what I did, and I did. I'm glad we watched it. It's not my favorite movie of all time, and I wasn't expecting that. There were some times I was like, okay, let's get going. I don't know why that. I think maybe, and it's funny because now, kind of putting it together, there in the Matrix sequels, there's a lot of just sitting around talking as well. I don't know. Maybe it's just my attention deficit hyperactive disorder, my self-diagnosed. I don't know. It's just sometimes it's just. To me, and I guess it just depends because there are also a lot of dialogue scenes in other movies that I really like. I don't know. Maybe it's just, I don't know, depending on the movie. But yeah, it was very well acted. Richard Attenborough gave a great performance. It was a very interesting plot. It was almost like a good there was a lot of good camaraderie between all the soldiers and whatnot.
Yeah.
And again, I keep talking about this, and I thought it was very well shot. I liked that it was in black and white.
Yeah.
This is probably around I think the 60s were the last time black and white was prominent.
Do you think it would have benefited from a color version?
I don't think so.
Yeah.
I don't think it
I
would
like
have.
the black and white.
Yeah, I don't, because, I don't really think it would have benefited from color.
Yeah.
I don't think it would have taken away anything either, but at the same time, I don't think the movie would have been better if it were in color.
Yeah, I agree.
I think it looks good in black and white.
Yeah.
That's one thing too. I know Mad Max Fury Road and Logan have black and white versions of them, and I watched I think the Mad Max Fury Road in black and white, and I don't know, it's cool, but at the same time I don't think it really changed the movie for me.
Yeah.
I'm a creature of habit where the first version of something I see or in a series of movies, that's usually the way I like to watch it, or like my favorite.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And I think I would continue to watch Fury Road in color.
Oh, okay. They do have like those fireworks scenes where there's colorful fireworks.
Yeah, and all the flames and everything, the desert landscape.
I gotta watch the black and white version to see what I think.
Yeah, definitely. I still need to watch Logan in black and white.
Ooh, that'd be good.
Yeah, that's that's a subject for another day. But yeah, I think I give it a solid 3 out of 5. I think it's well done. Again, it's not it didn't change film my film comprehension or anything, but at the same time I'm really glad we got to talk about this. So, yeah, what about you?
Dude, this one, it's a 5 out of 5 for me, man.
Cool, man.
Yeah, I love this movie.
That's very cool.
Definitely interesting to explore the end of the imperialism of the British Empire. Not something that we get to see very often. They're definitely not making movies about it today.
No.
Especially when you have Afghanistan ending after 20 years.
Yeah.
Maybe we need to start making some of those.
Yeah, I could see that becoming a thing.
Yeah.
There's a lot to talk about that.
My first watch through was before the end of the Afghanistan war, but now after the Afghanistan war, I'm like, wait a minute. This is kind of like what's happening in Afghanistan.
I didn't even put
the
that
mobs are
together.
mobbing around and trying to take over.
Definitely.
Al-Qaeda's trying to take back over.
Definitely.
Kind of interesting.
Yeah, that's a parallel for sure.
Yeah, the end of empires.
yeah, pretty much, yeah.
So that's a great thing to go over. Amazing dialogue, amazing performance by Attenborough. Oh my gosh, dude. I feel like I could put this one on in the background and just listen to him scream at people all day.
Yeah, I could see that too. Yeah.
What else? I like the lessons too. It's very black and white, very gray in a way.
Yeah.
Because you have a problem.
Yeah.
And how are we gonna solve it? Are we gonna grab our guns or are we gonna be defenseless like the like the other character wants? What's her name?
Oh, she has two names.
Miss Barker Wise.
Yes.
Miss Barker Wise wants to solve it peacefully, which I mostly agree with. You know, we need to do it politically. We need to help them establish a new government. We need to do this. We need to do that.
Yeah.
But also, when they're coming in and they might arrest you, or they want to arrest that one guy and sentence him to death, I mean, we're gonna get our guns. We're not gonna just go quietly into the night.
Yeah.
So it is very gray area. Like, you know, you have to defend yourself, but at the same time, maybe we could resolve this differently. Which at the end we do resolve it differently, peacefully. Definitely. I like that. I would like to see maybe Quentin Tarantino tackle it as a stage play.
That'd be cool.
That'd be really interesting if he did really something
cool. I'd like
that.
to see like who he gets to do the performances.
Yeah.
And everything.
That'd be
really
a
cool.
lot of fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just a good movie for me. I'm glad that we watched it. I'm glad we're talking about it.
Yeah. I'm glad we are too, because again, I kind of knew going into this that you'd have more to say about it than myself, and I like that because again, you know, you've been wanting to talk about this for months and months and months.
Yeah.
And I'm glad we finally did because, you know, and on my account too, because I got to watch this movie, and just I think all of us have something to say about movie, and you had a lot to say, and I'm glad you're getting your chance to talk about it because, you know, I know what it's like when you have so much to say and you're just like, oh, you're getting anxious, you know, like, oh man, I got so much to say about this. So I'm glad we're finally doing this.
Yeah.
Even nice. Just, you know, the gruesome twosome here, you know, it's still, you know, we're shooting our shit on it.
Exactly.
But yeah.
5 out of 5 for me, guys.
Nice. I respect that for sure.
Check it out on YouTube for free.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a good one.
Yes.
Well, that's it for Guns at Batasi, guys. Thanks for listening. I'm Carlos again, and thanks for coming over and talking with me, Ian.
Yeah, thank you for having me as always, man. I mean, this is one of the highlights of my week. So, yeah.
It was fun.
Yeah, it's very fun.
All right, guys. Take care.
Yeah, see you later. Do you want to talk about that, like your favorite British films? Or British films you like?
I don't know. I don't watch too much British films, but like it makes me think about Edgar Wright's films, Shaun of the Dead, Hot Fuzz.
Yeah.
What's the last one? End of the World.
Yeah, The World's End. Yeah. My favorite is Shaun of the Dead out of the trilogy.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Although I watched Hot Fuzz way too many times.
I put that on because Quentin Tarantino and him do a commentary for it.
What?
And I put it on with that, and I fell asleep. I need to put it on again.
On the DVD, Quentin Tarantino's on there?
Yeah, at least on the Blu-ray that I have.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I didn't know that. I was like, oh, dude, I gotta fucking listen to this. Yeah. Yeah, I like a lot of British movies. You know, because growing up watching James Bond, I think that may have really had me get a smitten, I guess, with British movies.
I didn't watch too many James Bonds, but I did play a lot of like the N64 GoldenEye.
Oh yeah, man, that's like my favorite game ever.
Yeah.
I played so much of that goddamn game.
A lot of those James Bond games for sure.
Yeah, yeah, there was a lot of them. That GoldenEye is my favorite, but there were other ones like there was one called Nightfire. I remember being pretty cool.
Nightfire.
Yeah, it was still like Pierce Brosnan based.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And there were other. I think there was one like oh, I forget what it's called, but it was really cool.
What's
really
the one
fun.
with Diamond in the title? Like Harder Than Diamonds or something?
Oh, Diamonds Are Forever.
Diamonds Are Forever.
I don't know if they made a game of that.
No.
That's one of the interesting James Bond movies. That's Sean Connery's last official James Bond movie.
Oh, that's a Sean Connery.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I think I'm thinking Pierce Brosnan then.
There's one with diamonds in it. It's Die Another Day. And there's like I think it had to do with blood diamonds or something. I haven't seen that in forever. It's not a good one. Do you think you're gonna see the new James Bond?
I'm stoked.
Yeah?
I think
Okay.
I'm gonna IMAX it.
Okay.
Because they
That'd be
shot it
awesome.
in IMAX.
Okay.
And yeah, they're all like, "Oh yeah, we got the IMAX technology, and we're
Yeah,
ready for it, guys. Coming to IMAX."
I'm definitely gonna. I've seen all of them from Die Another Day in the theater. So if I'm able to, I'm definitely gonna make an effort to go watch that. That'd be really cool. And plus, it's Daniel Craig's last James Bond movie.
Exactly.
So,
Yeah. Gotta see the last one.
Gotta see him get sent off. I'm trying to think of other I remember like watching the Beatles movies with my dad back in the day. That probably helped as well. Like a lot of Alfred Hitchcock movies were shot in Britain with British actors, and there's a lot of good British cinema for sure. There's some I'm sure I'm not even touching upon.
I mean, Pirates of the Caribbean was probably made by the Americans, but they're doing like British accents,
Right?
and
Yeah.
British Royal
Yeah.
Navy and stuff.
Yeah.
I like those.
How many of those are there? Like 5?
I don't know.
I stopped after the third one because I felt the third
Yeah.
one. It's almost like the Matrix trilogy. Like the first one is the best.
Yeah, definitely.
Didn't really need sequels, but they made 2 more. Same thing. They shot them back to back. They came out like really quickly.
Yeah,
They shot them
I
at the
remember
same
it coming
time.
out really fast.
And I was like, okay, they wrapped it up. I think this third one's called The World's End or whatever. Pirates of the Caribbean
Something
World's
like
End.
that, yeah.
'Cause they go to the end of the world. They fall off like the end of the earth.
That's right, yeah.
And it kind of I remember it wrapping it all up.
Yeah, but then they come back with like 4 and 5. and
Yeah,
it's the
and
kids
I was just like
they're doing it
I
now.
never watched them.
Yeah.
I was just like,
I think I tried sitting down for them, but I couldn't. Yeah.
yeah.
It's not the same.
No, it's not. Again, it's just let it die. Let it die. I think 3 movies was enough. 1 movie was enough, and let alone 3. Oh man, I'm trying to think of other British. Of course now I can't think. Let me look it up.
You were
Maybe-
seeing Beatles movies across the universe.
I've never seen that.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Yeah,
I like that
okay.
one. Strawberry fields forever.
Who's in that?
I couldn't tell you the cast.
Is that
It's been a minute.
Mila Kunis in that, or am I thinking of something totally different?
I wouldn't be
think-
surprised if she was in there. I don't remember exactly though.
So this is BFI's top 100 British films. Number 1's The Third Man. I've never seen that.
Mm-mm.
Lawrence of Arabia. The 39 Steps, Alfred Hitchcock movie. That's a great. I have the Criterion Blu-ray of that. That's a good one.
I still gotta finish Lawrence of Arabia, but that's like a 3-hour film.
Yeah, I've never. Yeah,
huge.
who's Peter O'Toole.
Mm.
Yeah, I would think just whenever I always think of him. His Get Up. What else was he in? He was a very stage actor.
Mm.
Like I don't think I've ever even seen him in any. Oh, he was in Troy from 2004.
Oh wow.
He did a voice for Ratatouille.
What? That's cool.
Yeah. Let's see what else is on here. Don't Look Now. It's a movie from the 70s, a horror movie. I tried watching that. It was okay.
I never heard of it.
It's all right. Train Spotting.
Train Spotting, dude.
That's a good one.
That shit messed me up.
Yeah,
With
man.
the baby crawling
there's
on the
some,
scene?
yeah, God, there's some harsh stuff in that movie. The Bridge on the River Kwai. I've never seen it.
I gotta watch that one because
Yeah,
it has our
Obi-Wan
boy.
Kenobi.
Yeah,
Yep.
Obi-Wan.
Let's see what else. A lot of movies. Four Weddings and a Funeral. I've heard of that. I've never seen it though.
Mm-mm.
The Full Monty. I've heard that. Never seen it. Dr. Zhivago. Heard of that. Never seen it. The Crying Game. Never heard of that. Never seen it.
You just said the full Monty and it made me think of the Monty Pythons.
And here's Monty Python's Life of Brian.
Huh.
That's interesting. That's the highest one. I would have thought Holy Grail would have been. Life of Brian's funny, but Holy Grail to me is the best one.
Holy Grail has so many classic scenes.
Yeah, my buddy and I put it on a few weeks ago. I like when he's talking to the Black Knight, and the Black Knight's just like ignoring him every time. It's like, "Would you like to join me and my fellow companions in Camelot?" And then like he just keeps saying stuff the Black Knight doesn't say. He's like, "You make me sad. Let's go." So funny. Richard Attenborough's directed film Gandhi.
Whoa.
Ben Kingsley. I've never seen that.
With Ben Kingsley?
Ben Kingsley's Gandhi.
That sounds good.
That's so crazy. Richard Attenborough is a director as well.
Yeah, I didn't know.
The Lady Vanishes, another Alfred Hitchcock movie. I think I have this set of from Criterion of Alfred Hitchcock movies. It's like his early stuff. It was 39 Steps, The Lady Vanishes, Foreign Correspondent. Oh man, I can't forget. I forget the fourth one. The man who knew too much.
Hitchcock's American, right?
No, he's British.
Oh.
Yeah,
Oh,
he's
wow.
very British. He talks all like this.
He does.
The bathroom. It was horrible. Have you ever seen the trailer to Psycho?
No.
Dude, the trailer to Psycho is just Alfred Hitchcock walking around the set explaining things.
Whoa.
That's the fucking trailer of the movie.
Whoa,
it's
that's
so
crazy.
funny. He goes into the bathroom and says, "Oh, it was horrible. Oh, there was blood everywhere." Well, anyway, like it's just so funny. It's so funny. Like, here we have the Bates Motel. Prepared by a man named Norman Bates. It's just it's like, could you imagine nowadays the director of the movie just going around talking about the movie, like, around the set as the trailer?
Was he trying to do like a Sterling thing, Twilight Zone?
I guess kind of, maybe. In a way. I don't know. Like, it's just so funny. It comes across more like promotional material than... Well, I guess the trailer is promotional material, but it's just so funny. A Fish Called Wanda.
A Fish Called Wanda?
Yeah, that's a good movie. Jamie Lee Curtis is in it. It's got a few of the Monty Python dudes in it. It's pretty funny.
Oh.
Dr. No. Little James Bond. Oliver Twist. Shakespeare in Love. I think we watched Shakespeare in Love in, freshman year of... or English in freshman year, because we were doing, like, Romeo and Juliet and other Shakespeare stuff.
Shakespeare in Love?
Yeah, it came out in the 90s.
I watched the Leonardo DiCaprio version.
Oh, okay.
Romeo plus Juliet.
Yes, Romeo plus Juliet. Shakespeare in Love has Gwyneth Paltrow, Ben Affleck,
Whoa.
Jeffrey Rush. He was Barbossa, I think, in the Pirates of the Caribbean movies. Judi Dench. What else is on here?
Barbossa's my favorite in the Pirates, dude.
I liked him. A lot of stuff I don't know. Goldfinger. Hamlet from 1948. Day of the Jackal. That's a cool name. What else is on here? We're getting to the end here. Peeping Tom. That's a great movie. Great movie. That was very controversial. I think the director is Michael Powell, and that was his last movie. His later controversial 1960 film Peeping Tom, while today considered a classic and a contender as the first slasher film, was so vilified on first release that his career was severely damaged. I think it was his last movie.
What was that one?
Peeping Tom. It's a great movie. I need to watch that one again, too.
Another one I watched recently was The Earth Dies Screaming from 1964. That's a British one.
That sounds familiar.
I think I might have been telling you about it.
Okay, yeah.
But it's like space alien robots or something is coming through the town.
Yeah,
walking
you were telling me
super
about
slow.
that. I gotta watch that.
I didn't really like it.
Okay.
I don't know if I could even recommend a watch.
Oh, wow. Okay. The Earth Dies Screaming.
Yeah. I guess maybe it might be like early sci-fi.
Okay.
In a way.
That's
Because
right up my alley.
it definitely felt pretty early. It's no aliens for sure.
Yeah. Here's one. A Clockwork Orange.
Oh shit! There you go.
I just picked up the 4K of that this week.
Oh nice.
Yeah, I haven't watched it yet, but
Dude.
That's definitely up there for me. A Hard Day's Night, that's up there for me as well. I'm excited for the Criterion 4K of that.
That's the Beatles.
Beatles, yep. Yeah, a lot of stuff I don't know, but at the same there's some good stuff on here. Yeah.
British cinema, man.
Yeah.
It's good stuff.
Definitely. You ever see, I don't know if this is a British film. Let me look it up before I say anything. Oh, it's is it? No, it's New Zealand. Never mind. I was gonna say What We Do in the Shadows. You ever seen that movie?
Oh yeah, that is. They are like
Taika
Australian
Waititi.
or New Zealand. Yeah.
That's one of my favorite. That was my favorite comedy of the past decade. Yeah, because Taika Waititi's New Zealandish.
I'm trying to decide if I want to see. I said I was gonna see 007 in IMAX, but also Cinemark is gonna have 007 martinis. That they're
Oh
selling
my god!
In like a little martini cup,
dude.
Do I go to downtown or do I go to IMAX?
So,
I don't know.
Cinemark, like what? There's a Cinemark theater downtown.
At the Doco, yeah.
Okay.
That's my theater.
Okay.
My favorite.
Okay.
I don't
Shit, man,
know.
that's kind of hard to pass up.
I know, getting a little
Jeez,
martini.
yeah.
Shake it, not stir.
Yeah, I've never had I don't even know if I've ever even had a martini.
Same.
Yeah, that'd be the perfect way to have one.
Yeah.
Yeah. God, yeah, I remember a martini shaken, not stirred.
I'm excited. I haven't seen too many previews, but from what I have seen, it looks really good, this last 007.
Yeah.
There's like a masked dude. He looks like
Yes.
Phantom of the Opera style.
Yes, he's Rami Malek. I think that. I think that's the dude who's playing that character.
What?
Yeah.
He played
He's
Freddie Mercury.
Freddie Mercury. Yeah.
Yo,
Yeah.
that's
He's
cool.
on a show, Mr. Robot. That's how I first found out about him.
That's right.
Yeah.
I didn't watch that one.
I didn't really care for it. It was a little too pretentious for me.
Mm.
He's a good actor though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like his design in that looks really cool.
Yeah, he looks sick.
Yeah. I've seen they showed the trailer for it I think before Candyman and Shang-Chi, I think.
007.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So it looks pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna definitely try to watch it. I'm gonna try to go see Dune also.
I've
'cause that
been
comes out
hearing
next
great
month.
things.
Yeah. So I'm gonna.
I
I'm gonna-
hated the original Dune.
a lot of people do. A lot of people.
Did
And that's
not
why
like it.
I think I told you guys like that's one where it's like I'm not against remaking it because it definitely could be done better.
Yeah, my dad put it on. He's like, "Look, Sting in
Yeah,
this one." Like,
yeah.
who's that? First of all, and second of all, this is weird because
Yeah.
the big fat guy's like floating in the
man.
air, and I'm like, "Oh, I don't know about this, Dad.
Yeah.
This is kind of weird."
How old were you?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Probably like teens.
Oh, okay. Because
Yeah.
I saw it just like a few years ago for the first time, and I like it.
Yeah.
I like David Lynch. You know, I don't know if it's just because I like
Oh,
David
that was
Lynch
David
a lot.
Lynch?
Yeah, I know
Oh.
it's like the most un-David Lynch movie he's probably ever made.
I don't know. Maybe I need to revisit it. I also need to read the books. I hear the book's really good.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. I think some people back in the day were saying like this is unfilmable. Like there's no way you can make a movie out of this.
Whoa.
I think nowadays
We have the technology.
Yeah, I think it's probably a little more able. Might be a little more able to, but I'm gonna because my buddy hasn't seen the original, so we're gonna watch the original and then hopefully go see the new one.
That'd be fun to kind of do like a comparison.
Yeah, because I very well this new one I'm sure is probably gonna be better, but you know I still like the Arrow Video put out a good 4K release of that. It
Oh,
has
wow.
like a booklet and everything, like write-ups on it. And
Did you get
whatnot.
it?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh, cool.
You know me. Oh yeah. I had to get that. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that too. What else is there? I'm not looking forward to Halloween Kills. I'm probably not even gonna get to see that
Really?
unless I know John keeps talking about.
I never seen any of the Halloween movies.
That's it's a strange series. It's not like it's funny because Red Letter Media, they're doing this series right now of like their they're ranking their favorite John Carpenter movies.
Ooh.
And yeah, man, I'd recommend watching it. They've only done the first. There's 3 parts. They put out the first part yesterday. And one of the Jay Bauman of Red Letter Media was saying that he thinks like the Halloween series is not like the Friday the 13th series. It's not like the night because like it's such a odd. it's because Halloween is, considered by many to be a great movie. Even like snobby like Roger Ebert really liked Halloween.
Oh.
It's like considered it's highly regarded by critics, and then the sequels just, even though I like not all, but I like a decent amount of the sequels, that they never got close to what the first one did, because the slasher craze took off and they were trying to compete with that, and
Crank them out like the Call of Duties.
Yeah, even though they weren't as like that with, say, like the Friday the 13th and the Nightmare on Elm Streets, but they did release a decent amount. But the first Halloween is just, and again, they point out like people would probably think it's boring now and this and that, but it's I've seen it in the theater. Like it's one of my favorites for sure, really. And then the one they released back in 2018, I don't know, man. I just, everything about this new one, because it picks up right where the last one left off. It's just like, yeah. If someone wants to go see it, I'll go see it, but I'm not going out of my way to watch it.
Is Jamie Lee Curtis in it again?
Yeah, and it's interesting. She's in like a lot of the trailers, but I've heard that she's only in like 12 minutes of the movie.
Oh wow.
Yeah, which I'm okay with. She doesn't need to. Some of my favorite sequel, or at least one of the sequels I really like, she isn't even in. So, you don't really. I don't think you need to have a Halloween movie with her in it. But
yeah. I think I'm kind of annoyed with the yogurt lady.
The what? Oh, the yogurt
Activia lady. Yeah, I always see her in those trailers.
Yeah.
For Halloween.
Yeah, they definitely capitalize on it.
Same thing again.
And it's so funny because I think she really tried. That was her first movie, Halloween.
Oh.
And then she was in a bunch of horror. She was in John Carpenter's The Fog, which is my favorite John Carpenter movie. I think I'm the only person to ever say that's my favorite John Carpenter movie.
I've never seen that one.
It's not his best, but it's my favorite.
Oh, okay.
Personally. She was in this really great movie called Road Games. She was in Prom Night. She was in Terror Train. Just a lot of 80s horror movies. And then she broke big with Trading Places, and then that really like got her into like, she got to drive away from the horror movies.
Huh.
And I've heard her talk like, she doesn't really think highly on those movies, which, that's the way she feels, but it's like there's a lot of people that like those movies, Yeah. Me being one of them. And it's so funny, like I feel like it almost comes across like she only comes back to do these movies just for the paycheck. And then that's when it's like, oh yeah, Halloween is so great, yeah, it's my first movie and launched my career and this and that. It's like, yeah, but then you go and like, kind of dismiss your horror period, your early horror period. It's like, I don't know. And it sucks because I like Jamie Lee Curtis a lot. She'll always have a special place in my movie heart. But
the first and only Curtis movie that I've really seen is 13 Going on 30 with Lindsay Lohan.
The Freaky Friday.
Freaky Friday.
Yeah. I saw that in the theater.
Where they swap bodies. That was a good one. I like that one. My sisters used to always have it
I
on.
haven't seen it probably since then. But yeah, I mean, she's Hollywood role. Her dad was Tony Curtis. She was a big actor. Her mother's Janet Leigh, who will never be. She's fucking immortalized in history as getting stabbed in the shower in Psycho. I mean.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah. So.
That's crazy.
She came from a decent background of film.
Definitely. Wow.
But yeah, Halloween Kills, and it's a silly title too. Halloween Kills. How does Halloween kill? How does a holiday kill? But
you brought up Shang-Chi. Did we talk about Shang-Chi yet?
I don't think. Maybe I know you said you liked it, right?
Yeah, it was a good one.
I liked it too.
Surprisingly good.
Yeah, because I'm kind of Marvel. I'm a little burnt out on.
Definitely.
Maybe not even a little. Maybe I am burnt out on, but it was cool. I don't know anything about Shang-Chi.
Yeah, no.
I never read a comic, never even seen him, I think, in any Marvel comics
that
I have read. So it was nice to get a new character like that on the screen.
Yeah. I don't know if I mentioned to you, there's the fight scene when they're on the exterior of her like fight club, and they're hanging off of the bamboo structures.
Yeah, is Kung Fu Hustle. Is that what they-
Remind me of Rush Hour 2.
Oh, that's right. We did talk
Yeah.
about that.
Yeah.
What was the Kung Fu Hustle? Wasn't there a Kung Fu Hustle kind of inspired fight in that?
You know, there was a few Kung Fu Hustle things, especially with like just the 10 rings. Like,
Yeah,
that's
that's right,
definitely in
yeah.
Kung Fu Hustle when he uses the shower ring
Yeah.
technique. I did see somebody else using like a spear in the same way that they do in Kung Fu Hustle, where
Okay.
they're like twirling it to deflect
Yeah.
things.
That was a fun watch when you lent that to me. I really enjoyed that.
Kung Fu Hustle.
I'd never
dude.
seen it. That was really fun.
So good.
Yeah.
So good. One of my favorite.
Yeah.
And seeing Shang-Chi, it reminded me, oh, I like, I don't know, is it Chinese film?
Yeah.
I
Hong
like
Kong,
Chinese cinema as
Yeah.
well, it turns
God,
out.
there's a lot of great stuff there
Yeah,
too.
it reminded me of everything I love
Yeah.
about it.
Definitely. Yeah. No, because Sonny Chiba died, I think, like a month ago or so.
That's right.
And I went back and I was gonna watch. I was gonna do the. You've seen True Romance, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I love that one.
It's
So
so
good.
that's like my favorite. Like I like when he's trying to pick the chick up at the bar. He's like, how about you go see a movie with me? She's like, what are we gonna see? It's like he gets all excited. He's like, oh, it's a kung fu triple feature. It's the Street Fighter, Return of Street Fighter, and Sister Street Fighter. And she's like, well, I don't know what those are. It's like, oh, it's with Sonny Chiba. It's like, who's Sonny Chiba? It's like, he's only the greatest martial arts actor we have of today. You know?
That's right.
Yeah, and I was gonna do that. I was gonna watch Street Fighter, Return of Street Fighter, and Sister Street Fighter. And I only watched the first one, and I fell asleep. I put these movies on late at night, man, and 90% of the time I fall asleep. And that everybody says like, oh, that must have been a boring movie. It's like, no, I'm just tired. I'm comfortable in my bed, you know. I fall asleep. But
I don't think I've seen a Sonny Chiba film.
dude, the Street Fighter was the first film in this country to be rated X solely for violence. Because
Whoa.
rated X is usually for sexual reasons.
Yeah.
And it was all because of violence. There's not really any sexuality in that movie for the most part. And yeah, they're fucking awesome, man. They're really fucking cool.
Dude, that's amazing that True Romance was like the first one that Quentin Tarantino wrote. And later on for Kill Bill, he actually gets the Sonny Chiba in his film.
Yes.
That's dope.
I know. Yeah.
Shows that he was a
definitely.
really big fan and he was able to pull such a big actor
Yeah.
into
And
his
again,
film.
you know, like that's one thing I'm thankful for Tarantino for, you know, like in people like what are these Street Fighter movies? Like I didn't know what those were until True Romance.
Yeah.
I was like, that's fucking all. I'd love to go. I would really very much like if one of these theaters around here did a Street Fighter back to back triple feature. That'd be awesome.
Yeah, that'd be sick.
Yeah, and it's interesting. I have the sets. My first set it's Street Fighter, Return of the Street Fighter, and Revenge of Street Fighter. I think is the third movie. And then there's like 4 sister Street Fighter movies too. There's a bunch.
Are they all just Sonny Chiba?
No, the 3 Street Fighter movies are the sister Street Fighters. He's in the first one. I can't remember if he's in the sequels. I forget the actress's name, who's Sister Street Fighter, but dude, they're so fun. They're really cool. Really,
gotta check
really,
'em
really
out.
cool.
I better write them down before I forget.
Yeah, man. Like one of these, you want to do, maybe one of these days we'll talk about them someday. At least the first one. Like they're fun. Not gonna lie, rewatching Child's Play 3 really makes me. It's like, okay, Roman, like I will definitely promote your wanting to watch Child's Play.
Yeah.
'Cause- yeah.
I'd be down to conquer some fears.
Yeah,
I
man.
stay away from those ever since I
Yeah.
was a kid.
Oh,
But
dude, those
I'm kind of down.
I'll never forget being in Blockbuster or Hollywood Video and seeing those VHS tapes and just looking at the VHS tapes and just being horrified. Like this shit looks fucking scary as hell.
The horror aisle in Blockbuster used to mess me up, dude.
Yeah, and I guess I'm a sadist or something because I'd always find myself going back because you know for me it's like no go to the sci-fi, go to the action, go to the comedy, but then it's like
Yo.
ooh the horror.
Maybe
the
I'll just peek in
horror.
there just to see what's going
Yeah,
on.
no, and then, dude, like that's one thing I miss, man. Seeing all the Friday the 13th, all the Halloweens, all the Nightmare on Elm Streets, all the Child's Plays lined up. That's why, like, I think I showed you my Friday the 13th box set.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I like about it because it's all individual. It's like going back to the video store. If you have it all lined up, you know, all the individual Blu-ray. Like it's like it takes me back.
Yeah.
That's why I like it when companies do that. You know,
That is
like,
nice.
it's just so cool. Like it gives me a big movie hard on. But, yeah, man, that'd be really cool to even just talk about the first because like I really only care for the first 3 Child's Plays. They actually got that's when they after Child's Play 3 they started calling it like Bride of Chucky, Seed of Chucky, cult of Chucky.
Yeah.
And then the remake, they brought it back to Child's Play.
Which
But,
I heard the modern remakes aren't very good.
I didn't see it. Mark Hamill, I think we talked about it. Mark Hamill does the voice of Chucky in that one.
Oh, okay.
Which is cool.
My
One of
buddy,
these days I'll watch it.
my buddy was saying it was it's like not the original doll that they used to use. It was like
Juan was saying that.
model.
I think we're talking about it with Juan.
That's right.
Yeah. And it's weird. It's like he's like a he's like a smartphone. Like he has like he can like dim your lights down or something. Like it's kind of interesting, but
Which I remember like a couple years ago, Furby came back and it was like a digital form where you could use like your
Yeah.
phone to control it.
yeah.
I bought one for Sam.
Oh, you did? Oh, nice, dude. I remember.
She used to love
Furbies.
Furby.
I remember they're like, what are they? They're like a bird kind of. They have fur on them.
No, they freak me out, man.
Yeah, they almost remind me of the Mogwais from Gremlins. They had to have
Ooh.
gotten some Mogwai influence when they made that toy.
That makes sense.
Yeah,
I
they're
like that.
very Mogwai-ish.
Yeah. Mogwai.
That's one we should talk about too.
I love Gremlins,
Yeah.
dude.
Do you like
Maybe
I
around
can't-
Christmas time?
Do you like the second one?
Yes.
Okay.
And it
That's since we're riding Quentin Tarantino's dick today, he really likes the second one.
second one's a lot of fun. 'Cause
Yeah, man.
It's also
Yeah.
like in a skyrise too.
Yes.
And it gives me almost 9/11
It's like a
feels
Donald
in a
Trump
way.
parody. The guy's name is
Ooh.
Clamp instead of Trump.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh, I
yeah,
didn't
it's a
even
big
realize
Donald Trump
that.
parody.
Oh,
Back when
okay.
Donald Trump was, a whole, not the Donald Trump of today, that's for sure. Whole other person.
Well, and then you go to like it's like there's TV studios in there too.
Yes. Yeah.
And that's
Yeah.
fun to explore that.
There's
how
like
the
a cooking show.
Yeah, the Gremlins get in the cooking show and
Yeah.
stuff. There's like science experiments in the
Yes,
basement and stuff. This is a
yes, oh my
crazy
God,
building,
man.
dude.
Yeah. I like how self-referential it makes fun of the first movie. They're all making fun of the rules. It's like, well, you can't feed them after midnight. Well, like, does that apply to time zones? What if you're on a plane and you feed the gremlin on the plane and you cross over a time zone? You know, what's going to happen? It's like, that's so funny, dude.
That is.
And that was, like, fresh at the time. Because now, like, a bunch of movies do that. But,
Yeah.
like, at the time, like, the movies weren't doing that, you know?
Yeah.
Very cool.
And then you get to see all the different gremlins.
Yeah,
how
the
they come
bat
out.
gremlin. I
Bat
think there's a spider gremlin.
Smart homie.
Yes,
Smart
yeah.
gremlin.
Yeah. No, that's a really very good sequel.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
Greta. Greta the gremlin.
Yes,
Yeah,
that's
she has a
right.
great
The
scene.
NECA, that's so cool. I couldn't pick those up, man. It's just too much. Too much, I've got a lot of other NECAs and the Star Wars figure. As much as I
Oh,
really
yeah.
wanted to pick those Gremlins up, I just couldn't.
Yeah.
It was tough. It was a very tough move to make.
Too many gremlins.
I know, yeah. Like, you got to get Stripe. I like if the Bat Gremlin,
Mm-hmm.
Greta, but it's like shit. The Flasher Gremlin, like
Hilarious.
it's like shit, man. I gotta be careful.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. Christmas time.
That'd be a good Christmas
Gremlins,
time movie.
definitely. I was actually okay. So I was like, what are we gonna do after Halloween? And I'm like, there's Veterans Day in November. And I was like, there's two movies that came to mind. There's Dead Presidents, one I lent you, and First Blood. I think First Blood would be a really cool Veterans Day movie.
Dang. Okay.
I don't know what you think of that. But
Both of those would be a lot of fun. Especially, I wonder if Roman's seen Dead Presidents. Because I
I
hadn't
don't
seen
think
it
so,
till you
dude.
showed
A
me
lot of
it.
people haven't seen that movie, which bums me out. It's not great or anything, but like I really like it.
I'm down to talk about that
Okay.
one. Yeah.
Okay.
That
And
one is
dude,
fun.
First Blood. I'd really like to talk about First Blood.
That's the first Rambo,
Yes.
right? Okay, yeah. That one's actually really good.
Yeah, it's a really good
I
movie.
really like that one. Some interesting messages, too.
Exactly, and I think that's perfect for Veterans Day. You know?
Definitely. Both of those. We should suggest them to the crew.
Okay. Yeah. Just, fun stuff like that, keeping themes.
Yeah.
I like that,
Yeah.
It's kind of corny and cheesy, but I kind of like it.
I'm trying to think of other veterans movies or something.
I'm
we
sure
could do
there's
in
like a lot of
November.
war movies, but like I like that because it shows the veteran side. It's the war is over. They're living their lives as veterans,
That makes sense.
And
They're
that's
not
why
doing D-Day at the moment.
exactly, and that's what I like about it. Because yeah, I mean, you definitely could watch all that for Veterans Day, but at the same time, like they're soldiers at the time. You're not seeing how they're treated. And especially because those Dead Presidents and First Blood are Vietnam centered. But yeah, I'm trying to think of other like maybe like I've seen parts of Born on the 4th of July, the Tom Cruise movie.
I never seen that.
It was Not the biggest I like a lot of Tom Cruise movies, but at the same time, like, I don't know. I mean, it was what it was from what I saw. It's definitely veteran centric.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
What else has veterans? What else? I mean, you could argue Saving Private Ryan because in the beginning he's visiting
That's
the
right.
graves.
That's right.
But
I think like that's more of a better Memorial Day movie.
ooh, I like that. Yeah.
But you could also do it for Veterans Day too. They kind of correspond in a sense.
Well, but then also during November we have Thanksgiving.
That's true. Do you have a Thanksgiving movie?
I can't think of anything. Charlie Brown's Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
That's all that comes
to
to
me, the best Thanksgiving. I was just talking about this with my friends. The best Thanksgiving movie is Planes, Trains, and Automobiles.
Ooh, yes.
That's like the only mainstream Thanksgiving movie.
I haven't revisited that in a long time.
We watch it every Thanksgiving.
I'm down.
Yeah, it's a classic.
There, at the beginning of the Grindhouse films, I believe it was.
Thanksgiving.
They have like a preview.
That's the best thing Eli Roth has ever done, in my opinion. that trailer is great.
Yeah.
It's only like 4 minutes long, 3.5 minutes long. It's great, man. That might be my favorite trailer.
Really?
It's tough, but that might be my favorite trailer. And it's funny. I like what he did. Because it's like, we had Halloween, we had Black Christmas, we had April Fool's Day, we had even fucking New Year's Evil. Like all these holiday centered slasher movies, and we never really got a big one for Thanksgiving. And we did get some. We got two that stand out to me. One is Home Sweet Home, which I've never seen. I've seen clips of it. It seems it's like this dude, it's like Halloween. This dude escapes from a mental asylum and wreaks havoc. He's like high on PCP. It's like really weird.
Oh God.
And then we have Blood Rage, which is, to me, fantastic. It's it's like twins, and one of them is crazy, but he blames the other one for being crazy. And it's wacky.
And these are Thanksgiving films?
Yes.
Oh.
And the famous line from Blood Rage, if you've seen it, like whenever there's like a dead body and they're looking at it, the one main character goes, "This isn't cranberry sauce, Jerry. This definitely isn't cranberry sauce."
Oh my God.
It's a blast, man. I try to watch that. I picked up the Blu-ray because Arrow Video put it out. I'm a big fan of them, and like ever since I got it, I try to make it a Thanksgiving staple.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, I was thinking,
Planes, Trains, and Automobiles would be different too, since we're doing all these violent films.
exactly.
That'd be a lot of fun.
Exactly.
Do some comedy.
Yeah, just a nice wholehearted comedy.
Yeah. Have you seen that? Oh man, what's his name in that one? Not John Candy.
Steve Martin.
You see, Steve Martin's been going back on tour.
No, that's cool.
Him and who's in the Three Amigos with him? Not Chevy.
Martin Short.
Martin Short.
They're
and
doing this
Steve
show
Martin.
with Selena Gomez right now on Hulu. It's like Murders in a Building or something. I put it on because I like Selena Gomez. I didn't really pay attention to the plot, but they're two funny dudes, man. Martin Short and Steve Martin are hilarious.
They are. They've been going on all like the late night shows.
Okay.
And Bill Maher and stuff.
That's
and doing
awesome.
interviews. Yeah.
Nice. I just saw Bill Maher last night, but it was the other week. He was on Jimmy Kimmel.
Oh, nice.
Talked about Norm Macdonald for a little bit.
Oh man.
Talked
rest
about
in peace.
talked about COVID a little bit. Talked about cancel culture a little bit. I've always liked Bill Maher. I know a lot of people don't like him. I've always thought he's an interesting dude with interesting views on things. He's funny too. I personally find him funny.
Yeah, different views for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He made a movie called Religulous that I really liked.
Yeah,
Did you
that's
see
a
that?
really good one.
Yeah, I liked
dude.
it a lot. Just kind of takes the piss out of religion. I thought it was funny.
Yeah.
I could see people thinking of him as an asshole, but
Yeah.
I think he's funny.
He's funny. He does have some out there views sometimes, or he'll go on a rant.
He says some interesting
Millennials
stuff.
today on their phones. I don't understand what it is.
He was
I'm
like,
okay, but
kind of crapping on the booster shot. He's like, I don't get why these healthy kids need a booster shot. They already have the vaccine. Go live your lives.
yeah.
Go live your lives.
I mean, I get that viewpoint, but also, bro, like, I also ain't trying to die.
Yeah, exactly. That's a really tough line to straddle,
It is. It is.
you know? Because, again, like, I've been going to the theater.
Yeah.
And
I
it's
think
like,
I'm going to Beer Garden tonight.
yeah,
Sold
man,
out.
it's like, but I guess I'm doing, dude, did I tell you I went to Coin Op for my buddy's birthday? I didn't. Did
No.
I? I think I did.
You
last
might have
weekend.
mentioned it.
Yeah.
What'd you think?
Oh, dude, I had a blast. We were
Really?
there till they closed, till 2. We
Oh
got there
my
around like 8. We were there, yeah, we
Whoa,
were there till 2.
damn.
Dude, we had a fucking blast. It was
It's
so.
always a
I hadn't
blast.
been there in like 2 years.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it was a fucking blast, man. Kicked everybody's ass in Mortal Kombat. Like it was fun as hell. We beat the Simpsons arcade game, which is one of my favorites.
One of my favorite arcade
Yeah.
games, dude.
Yeah, I'm always Marge. I won't play the game unless
Really?
I'm Marge.
I have to be Bart.
Okay, okay. Yeah, dude, Marge, my favorite.
That's awesome.
We had a blast, man, and at work they let us get tested for COVID. You know,
Oh, same, dude.
yeah,
I've been
yeah.
taking advantage of that.
I've been too. My buddy at work and I, we go every day. Well, we only go in on Wednesdays, but every Wednesday we go in. And it's been coming back negative, so I guess I'm doing something right. That was the cool thing at Coin Op, that hand sanitizer
Oh, that's
placed
good.
prominently.
Oh, good.
You know, and we hung out outside too. We played the big Jenga out there. You know, we weren't all
the giant
inside the
Jenga?
entire time.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, and it's nice to get these negative results back after being around people.
Especially
So-
because before this, our job started offering the free tests, dude. I was paying like $20 a pop for those tests
Dude,
at
I
CVS.
for a rapid test back in March, I paid $90 for one.
Highway robbery, bro.
Yeah, man.
Highway robbery.
Yeah, now I can get it for free at work. It's pretty nice.
it is
Yeah.
nice. Christine the other day, she saw me in line because she had to get swabbed for Hamilton. She's like, "Oh, so I thought that you got the thing," and then luckily the lady in front of me like interrupted and said, "Your turn, sir," and I was like, "Bye, gotta go." Later, boss.
Saved by the bell,
Yeah.
for lack of a better phrase.
Yeah, I'm
I
just
just,
taking
it's like,
advantage.
you know, you can still get it. You're
Yeah,
probably
but
not gonna
break-
get it sick, but you know, there's still a you know.
Chris
it's just-
Rock just got a breakthrough case, and
Yeah.
the headline said, "Chris Rock breakthrough case."
And I
Trust me,
think
guys, you do not want this.
Yeah, I read that. Yeah, I know. Yeah,
But
man.
yeah,
Like,
I probably don't want it.
you never know. Like, you know, I'm, you know, better safe than sorry, and they're offering it, so it's like, might as well.
Yeah. My buddy, he got the shot, but then he caught COVID a
Oh,
couple
yeah.
weeks ago, and he couldn't taste or smell anything.
No, wow.
He said it sucked.
Yeah,
That's weird.
I know. Yeah, I know, man.
I mean, people will bring up how the vaccine, you know, might have lasting effects later on,
Mm.
but also, like, what are the lasting effects of getting COVID?
Yeah.
Because some people, like, have, like, permanent loss of smell or,
Yeah.
like, extended loss
Yeah.
of smell.
My former boss has not been able to like taste for like a year, and he thinks he had COVID. It's like, yeah, man, you might have.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. Yeah, and
And,
it's been
like,
like a year.
And what
Over
is
a year and a half, I think.
what is the virus doing to your body to disable that sense?
I don't
Like,
know.
it's messing with your brain at a certain
I don't know.
point?
And that's the thing. I mean, he's old. He's older. He's in his 70s, I think. You know, so I think the older you are, the less, you're less or more compromised. Is that
Yeah, more
correct?
compromised.
Yeah, you're
probably,
more compromised, and you're more likely to experience symptoms.
Yeah. But they say the young kids now,
Yeah,
too, they're getting hit
yeah,
real
man.
bad.
I don't know. It's weird.
It's just not something you want.
No, exactly. Yeah. The less I have in contact with it, obviously, the better.
Yeah.
So.
I'm sanitizing. I'm still wearing my mask.
Same.
sometimes
Even
even
when they told
outdoors.
us that we didn't have to wear a mask, my buddy and I still wore our masks.
Yep.
I
Fuck
try to
that.
keep it on as much as I can, you know.
Yeah.
Even in the theater, I keep it on. I see a lot of people take it off. It's just, and it's not. I try not to. "Ooh, I'm better than you." It's not that. It's just, I don't know. You know.
I had mine off for Shang-Chi, and then behind me, this guy starts going.
Yeah, exactly.
And I'm like, oh, going back
yeah,
on,
like
I guess.
I hear that a lot on the light rail. It's like, ugh.
Yeah.
Which they make you wear it on the light rail, of course.
Yeah.
That's probably like, if I'm gonna get it anywhere, it's probably right on the fucking light rail.
Yeah, definitely.
But again, knock on wood, it's been good so far.
Hell yeah.
Negative test results, thank God. But yeah, it's I read the other day that California has the lowest we're like the lowest transmissible state right now.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah.
I saw Newsom just announced we're 70% vaccinated. That's
good.
why it's.
Did you vote on the recall? You did, right?
Yeah, I voted no. Yeah.
Yeah, I voted no too.
Yeah.
Do you think he's gonna win next year?
Mm,
I think he will.
it depends on the competition. The competition for the recall was bad.
Dude, yeah, exactly.
Like, there's no Arnold Schwarzenegger. There's no Gary Coleman.
Yeah,
What you talking about,
exactly.
Willis?
Yeah, exactly. Jesus Christ. So
I can't
funny.
believe Gary Coleman
I
ran
know,
too. That's
dude.
hilarious.
Oh my god. Rewatching Dirty Work after Norm Macdonald's passing, he shows up a few times.
Oh,
like, oh,
really?
Gary fucking Coleman, man. God, it's so funny. There's this part where like, it's when people are tripping out. It's a long story. You gotta watch that movie. It's hilarious. It's on HBO Max right now for free.
Oh, cool.
Um,
Norm Macdonald, you said?
yes. But it's when people are tripping out. That's when they see Gary Coleman.
No.
And like Norm Macdonald's all tripping out, and he's in hell, and he's with Gary Coleman, and there's Satan in front of him, played by Adam Sandler,
What?
and like Gary Coleman's like, "What'd you talk about, Satan?" It's fucking hilarious.
That's awesome.
Yeah. 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 This is an interesting time of the pandemic. It's all been interesting, but
Yeah.
we'll see where
I've been
things
to a
go.
few concerts already.
Right. Yeah.
I went to Berkeley's Greek Theater.
That's right.
For Sylvanesso. That was wonderful.
I've been to a few sporting events. We went to two A's games, and then we're going to the 49er game in November. We might go to a Berkeley game in November too.
Are they pretty packed stadiums?
So when we went to the first A's game, this was the first week of April. It's like right when the season started. I think they were still doing like maybe half capacity,
Oh, okay.
but it still seemed
Kind of full.
yeah, it didn't really seem like it was happening. I mean, not a lot of people go to A's games, unfortunately, but it was like going to a regular baseball game, especially when we went in August. August is just like just going to a regular game.
Yeah.
It was very and you know, it was fun, man. I haven't been to a baseball game since 2018. I don't think I got to go in 2019. So
Do the sports stadiums make you show proof of vaccination?
they didn't for that.
Oh.
However, in August, my mother wanted to go to the Vincent Van Gogh exhibit. Did you go to that?
Yeah, I did go.
Yeah, where they show the shit on the walls and everything.
Yeah.
I don't know. I was kind of bummed out.
I was bummed out because I paid
Yeah.
some good money for
Yeah,
that stuff.
exactly.
And it was hot in there.
Yeah,
and it
man.
was
You're just
pretty
sitting
short.
sitting on the floor. It's like, what are we in
Yeah.
kindergarten?
I know, right?
Yeah. I'm glad I'm not the only one that felt that way.
Where'd
but
you go, San Fran?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah, that's where I went to.
They made you show your vaccination for that.
Not for me.
Oh, okay. When'd you go?
When did I go?
Yeah.
Oh, wait, no, you know what? You're right. I don't think they checked it at the door, huh? They checked it like
for us. They checked
inside.
it right at the door. They wouldn't let you in until you showed your vaccination proof.
Maybe I'm forgetting.
They just might not have done it
Yeah, I
when
don't
you
remember
went.
having to show it. Anyway,
Yeah.
but yeah. Yeah, I was disappointed by it.
Yeah.
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 And definitely not worth the ticket price.
Yeah.
It was
exactly.
like, what, like $50 a ticket or
Yeah.
something?
Like fuck that.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I don't know. We'll see what they do at the 49er game. They might make you show that, which I don't care, man.
It makes me feel safer.
Dude, people are like, oh, this is against our, we're a communistic state, god damn it, making show, show your papers, comrade. It's like, just calm down. Calm down. Jesus
real.
Christ. I don't give a fuck. I will show you my proof, and I will be on my merry way into wherever I'm going.
Outside
Not that big of a deal to me at all.
outside of the Sylvanesso concert at the Greek Theater in Berkeley, there was this guy scribbling onto one of the little cards, and the security's just standing there with their arms folded watching him, and they're like, "Sir, we're right here. We can see you writing that." And he's like, "No, I'm a physician. Trust me, I'm a physician. This is my signature, you see? I'm good to go in."
That's the deleted scene from The Greasy Strangler.
For real, dude. They're like, "Sir, you can't do that in front of us. What are you doing?"
Trust me. I know I know vaccines. I'm a vaccine expert. I do vaccine walking tours.
Dude. He did not look like a physician.
Oh, I'm sure he wasn't a physician.
Young kid.
Yeah. People are silly, man.
Oh man.
Silly. When do you want to watch the Goofy Greasy Strangler Blu-ray?
Whenever.
Okay.
I'm hella down whenever.
Okay.
One of these weekends.
Okay. Yeah, man, I'm bummed. I'm gonna miss the 2nd of October. You guys can do whatever, man. I mean, really, if you wanna even do something with Roman, like, go for it.
Yeah. We'll see. John he has a action figure of not the Raven, it's called the Crow.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and he was explaining to me that story and how Brandon Lee
Yeah.
died by the
Yep.
gunshot. I always thought that's how Bruce Lee died, was
Yeah,
a gunshot, but I guess
Bruce
it's
Lee
Brandon.
died a really weird way. Some of his brain, he had like a buildup in his brain.
Whoa.
Something really weird.
Oh, that's sad.
Yeah.
But
Both very strange, tragic deaths.
Yeah. Maybe fit that in for October 2nd or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Something.
Yeah. That's a good movie. We should talk about that movie sometime. Have you seen it?
No.
Dude.
I put it on one day when I was a bit younger, and it was very dark.
Yeah.
And I was like, I can't even see anything. I'm good.
It's dark, like, subject matter wise, and it's dark, like
Visual.
actually, like, it's literally dark.
Yeah. Visual
Yes. Yeah.
was my reason.
Yeah.
Like, I can't see anything.
Yeah. Yeah. I think they might have done that because there's scenes, not many, but there are a few scenes where it's like a double for him.
John was telling me that.
Yeah, they're trying to like hide the fact that it's not Brandon Lee.
That's crazy.
So maybe that's why.
That kind of gets me excited to see it.
Yeah,
I want to like see how.
I like it. It's a cool movie. It's also really hard at the same time. It's just really sad watching this, knowing that the guy died on the set of the movie. Like it's really strange. And the whole plot of the movie is about, not to spoil anything, but it has to deal with resurrection and bringing people coming back to life. And it's just like, that's really, that hits close to home there.
Kind of puts it in like a different realm, like almost. Exactly. I don't want to say satanic,
it's like, but art imitating life, or life imitating art.
That'd be an interesting watch for sure.
Yeah, I would definitely promote that one.
John said they kept the shot where they killed him.
No, that's not true.
No?
I think maybe they don't keep the actual him dying.
No, but the bullet that kills him, because apparently he doesn't die for like a couple more days. They don't realize he's even shot.
In the movie or in real life?
In real life, because the problem was the extra used like a blank, but the blank cartridge still had something, a wad in it.
I've seen the explanation of it. It makes it's a It can only happen on, I think, a revolver. That's what they used. And once you see the explanation, it's like, oh, that's because it's at first I was like, how the hell does that? It's a blank. How does that happen? And they actually, it was basically just a really big fuck up on whoever was like in charge of the weapons.
Equipment.
Yeah, the equipment. But I think Brandon Lee died pretty quickly.
Really? Oh man. That's a crazy way to go.
Yeah, man. He was really young. Let's see how old he was. He was 28.
Damn, yeah, dude.
Let's see. Yeah, so he was rushed to the nearest hospital. Attempts to save him were unsuccessful, and after 6 hours of surgery, Lee was pronounced dead on March 31st, 1993.
Damn.
Yeah, so he died, I think.
Like later that night, I guess.
Yeah. Well, he died in the afternoon. Maybe they're shooting it in the morning. Yeah, he died it was the same day, March 31st.
Dang, that's sad.
Yeah, man. I don't think they kept that shot in the movie, though. I think that's an urban legend.
Hopefully.
Yeah, that's kind of gruesome. In poor taste.
Dude,
in Game of Death, technically Bruce Lee's last movie, he didn't get to complete it. They show because again, it's weird. In that movie, like, Bruce Lee's character, like, dies, and then he like, fakes his death. But they show, like, actual footage of Bruce Lee's funeral. It's like, what the fuck is this?
Whoa.
Yeah. And it's funny because it's not funny. It's interesting. That's probably my favorite Bruce Lee movie. It's the one where he fights Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Oh, shit.
It's where he has that yellow and black getup, like the bride in Kill Bill.
Whoa,
it's my favorite.
Might have seen a little bit of that.
It's my favorite. It's not really. It's probably not the best, but it's probably the one I go to the most for those two reasons, being part of it. But it's just strange. Like, what people thought this was a good idea, including the dude's actual funeral in this. Like,
that is kind of weird.
It's a little in poor taste. Yeah.
What else is coming out?
I don't know.
Oh, you gonna see Venom 2?
I haven't seen Venom 1.
You haven't seen Venom 1?
Yeah.
It's okay.
Yeah.
It's okay if you missed it.
Yeah. I don't really like the way from what I've seen, Tom Hardy, the way he acts in it, it's just kind of like, I don't know what he's doing. It seems kind of, I don't know.
I couldn't understand him as Bane, and I'm like, oh, that's kind of a weird way to play that character, Bane. Yeah. But then you see Venom, and then you're like, oh, he just talks like that. And then you see another one of Tom Hardy's films, and you're like, oh, yeah, he just...
I thought in Inception I could understand him pretty decently. I haven't seen Inception in like 10 years.
He was in that one, huh? He was almost like a funny character.
I think, yeah,
kind of. From what I remember.
Yeah.
Does he? I think he has the grenade launcher at one point.
I think
maybe.
so.
I forgot he was in that one.
Yeah. I don't know why I remember.
It's hard for me to understand Tom Hardy for some reason.
Yeah, okay. All right. Maybe it is that then.
He was also in that World War One Dunkirk, I think, when they were on the beach.
He's a big Christopher Nolan guy.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, he is. Yeah. True.
Do you like The Dark Knight Rises?
With Bane?
Yeah.
Nah, I haven't revisited it.
Yeah, I think it's the weakest out of that trilogy by far.
Yeah.
Especially after coming off Dark Knight.
But I've seen, Dark Knight so many times, dude.
Yeah.
So good. Sometimes I'll still put it on or watch a couple scenes.
I watched it a few years, I think 2 years ago, 2.5 years ago. I was going through a lot of Batman stuff.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. I had to put that one on. And I didn't even put on Dark Knight. I don't even know if I put on Batman Begins. I think I just put on Dark Knight.
I like Batman Begins too.
I like it, but yeah, man, like The Dark Knight is the crowning jewel of that trilogy, that's for sure.
Definitely.
Like, and it's funny, I kind of realize it's like I don't really care about a lot of the stuff when the Joker's not on screen. It's kind of like really, it's almost like, when's the Joker gonna come back? When's the Joker gonna come back?
That's crazy. You can just point to that Joker if you want to. If somebody said, "What's the best, villain or whatever?"
Yeah.
Look at this movie, guys.
Mm-hmm.
This is it.
Mm-hmm.
I saw that way too many times in the theater.
Maybe I saw it about 3 times, probably.
At least 4 or 5 times, dude.
Yeah.
So good.
Yeah, it was great. That was like one of the few times I walked away, and I think I was like 13 at the time, and just walking away, just really being affected by it.
Mm-hmm.
Just about how good it was.
Yeah.
I haven't had that too much, but that was one where it's like, yeah, that was a great movie.
My buddy at that time, he said, "I want to have my birthday party, and we're gonna watch Dark Knight."
Nice.
And I'd already seen it so many times at that point. Fuck it, let's go.
That's awesome.
I think we saw it in IMAX.
Oh, that's super cool.
And I just remember walking back down the is that K Street back towards the mall.
Okay.
That was nice. Just walking with everybody.
Yeah.
Good times.
Fond memories of that at that IMAX.
Yeah.
I remember when Captain Marvel came out, my buddy invited, because I was like, I don't really care about Captain Marvel. It was okay.
It was just okay.
Yeah.
For me.
It was better than I expected. I thought it was just going to be bad, but it was like, oh, that's not terrible.
Yeah.
But we went and saw it at the El Dorado Hills Theater, the Regal. And they had like an IMAX screen. It wasn't the same.
Yeah, kind of like how Cinemark has like the XD screen.
Yeah.
You pay like a couple more bucks.
And they were
like a little bit better.
Exactly. And I was like, ooh. But he invited me, so I was like, yeah, sure. And they're having technical difficulties at the beginning of the movie. They eventually got it working, but like while they're having their technical difficulties, one dude in the audience is like, "This is not IMAX, this is iMinimum." Like, oh, that's pretty funny.
No.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
Quite clever.
Yeah. That's the best.
Yeah. Oh my God, that's pretty funny. Is there another fucking Marvel movie coming? There's gotta be another. Oh, Spider-Man.
Dude.
Spider-Man, like around.
The trailer looks amazing.
Yeah.
What's coming out on Christmas?
Matrix.
Matrix.
I'm not. If I'm only gonna see that if you if someone wants me to go see it.
That'd be so fun if we.
Should.
Roman
I mean, honestly, now we probably have to go see it since we talked about the whole kid and caboodle.
We got to.
Yeah. I'm not really looking forward to it.
I am, dude. I'm so excited to revisit them.
I'm not.
I hope it's good.
I mean, it very well could be, but it's just.
Please.
Especially after rewatching them, it's like they ended. They were done.
Yeah.
They were done.
Yeah.
But we live in some dude I watched on YouTube said we live in the age of I forgot how he said it, but I thought it was really funny. Like we live in the age of
unnecessary reboots.
Yeah, unnecessary, something like that. We live in the age of unnecessary or something like that. I'm like, we really do.
Yeah.
Like we don't need all this crap. We don't need another Matrix movie. We don't need another Halloween movie. God, like we don't need all this shit again. Like, it's just it's like creativity is at a standstill almost. It's sad.
Yeah.
That's why it's like, all this, like the Obi-Wan show, I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not ready for that one.
I don't know. I'm sure I'm still going to watch it. I know my buddy's definitely going to watch it, and he's going to want to watch it with me. But like, you know, I never really needed an Obi-Wan show, but we're getting it. So
Did you get a chance to watch Star Wars Visions?
no, what is that? I don't even know what it is.
I think it's 9 different like Japanese artists.
Oh, that I think is cool. That
Yeah.
that I think is cool.
Reminds me of Animatrix.
Yeah, exactly. That I actually think is a pretty cool idea.
The
That I
first
can't-
episode was really good.
Yeah, that I can't crap on.
Yeah.
That actually seems neat.
Yeah.
What was the first episode about?
Oh, no spoiler, no spoilers.
Oh.
But they all have different animation, a lot
Okay.
like Animatrix.
Oh, that's
like
really
the first
cool.
one is in like a classic Japanese black and white
Wow.
art style. It's really nice.
Does it incorporate like new characters or like other Star Wars characters?
They're all just like offshoots.
Okay.
I haven't seen like an original character yet, except
That's
for
really cool.
Boba Fett. He
Okay,
makes
well, you
a
got
quick appearance in episode 2. Yeah.
You're gonna bring back anyone. You're gonna.
Yeah. I've only gotten through 3 episodes, but they're all really good.
Are they all out?
I think that all 9 might be out.
Okay, maybe
Yeah.
tomorrow, because my buddy and I were gonna try to watch the Niner game. It's on at 5, maybe before. We might
Take a
watch
peek.
some. Yeah.
Take a peek at least at the first one.
Yeah.
The first one, totally recommend it.
Yeah. Speaking of Boba Fett, thank you again for the Target pre-order. Is it a Target exclusive? The Boba Fett?
Yes, yes.
Okay. Well, thank you very much.
I know.
Yeah.
Everybody in the comments is all mad. Oh no, they're exclusive. As
I
soon as
think-
it sold out, somebody was like, "Thanks for the heads up, Hasbro. You guys fucking suck." And Yak Face responds, "You had at least 24 hours head start. What are you talking about?"
I'm sure a lot of people are like, another Boba Fett. Just a different color scheme.
I kind of see that because it is the same. Somebody pointed out the same 2013 sculpt.
It's the 2013. I thought it would have been like the deluxe. That
Yeah,
just came
exactly. That's what people
It's
were
the
saying.
2013 sculpt?
Yeah.
Wow. Well, fuck it. I don't have the 2013 Boba Fett.
You don't?
and- No, of course I don't.
That green one might be
that
the
is?
same sculpt. Yeah.
Oh, then I do.
Yeah. But that's where it started for me, so
Okay.
you know, it's fine with me.
And I like that color scheme. I think it looks damn near the same. I've never watched Droids.
It's been a long time if I did.
Yeah.
I vaguely remember anything.
But
about
he
it.
looks the way he looks in his first ever appearance in the Star Wars Holiday Special, which I like, even though the cartoon in that is the... Dude, we should watch, like, maybe around Thanksgiving we can watch the Holiday Special.
Dude, wait, is that the live action one or
It's
animated?
the live
one?
action one.
I tried watching that one time. That shit's bonkers, bro.
Horrible. It's
Yeah.
horrible. But
That'd be fun though.
Yeah,
That'd be
exactly.
hella fun to watch with the
We could
gang.
do like what we did with Greasy Strangler. Just, you know, all of us just sitting here watch marvel at its horribleness.
I'm hella down.
I got a bootleg of it. So
Oh lord.
like Weird Al. Doesn't Weird Al say he has a bootleg of it and White and Nerdy?
Oh my
I
god.
think that's me.
Jesus.
I'm White and Nerdy. Living that song.
That'd be fun.
Yeah, that movie. Oh, it's not the special. It's so terrible.
I
The
like-
cartoon is the only redeeming part of it.
There's a cartoon.
In the special, there's like this cartoon segment. It's like a variety. It's like 70s, like I guess variety shows were like big at the time. There's like music segments.
What?
There's fucking like
Yeah, I didn't get through most of it. I guess.
It's I don't blame you, man. It's tough. It's, you know, that's one definitely to, you know, get stoned or drunk to.
I like the GIF of Chewbacca Jr. I use that one a lot. Where
Forget it. I think his name's Lumpy. I think.
Lumpy. Oh no.
Yeah. I mean, it's actually interesting because that's the first time we ever see Kashyyyk. First time we ever see Boba Fett. It's really, you know, like, it's crazy to think that. And, like, Kashyyyk looks like Kashyyyk. Like the, you know, like...
Treetops.
Yeah.
That is
yeah,
cool.
I know. It's just a shame that it's so horrible. But,
They made the holiday special after the first film, right?
like, a year after. Yeah.
Number 4, New Hope.
Yeah.
And I think that at that point, Hamill, do you think he got into his accident before
See,
that?
a
or
lot of
after
people
that?
talk about that because he looks so fucking weird in the holiday special.
He does.
Yeah, he looks really like
He doesn't look like the same
He
person.
looks like Ellen DeGeneres or something. Like it's so weird.
very, very feminine, I guess you could say.
Yeah,
Maybe.
I think yeah. It may have been that because I think he got in his accident after shooting Star Wars, but before it came out. Because they shot Star Wars in 1976. They're actually gonna release it at Christmas '76. but they pushed it back because either they didn't want competition with a movie that was coming out at the time, or maybe they wanted to work on the effects. I can't remember.
Oh.
But he got in his car accident like early 1977, so like after shooting it, but before it actually got released.
Oh wow, okay.
So it may be that. There's a rumor, there's an urban legend. That's why he gets attacked by the Wampa and beginning of Empire. I think George Lucas or other people have denied that, but it kind of makes sense, you know?
Yeah, it would make sense.
Yeah, it kind of would explain
Why he looks different.
Yeah.
Why he has scars.
Yeah, exactly.
Y'all know how I got these scars?
I was on the planet Hoth. I was on my Tauntaun. Han Solo and I were doing reconnaissance. And out of nowhere, a Wampa comes and strikes me across the face. It's funny.
Yeah, I'm excited. I remember Hasbro putting out a survey saying, here's our designs for the boxes. We're trying to reduce plastic waste in the world, so we're going to use more cardboard. And it is kind of like that comic book, the comic book boxes that we have, where
Right.
it has like a flap in the front.
Yeah. I like it though. I think it's cool.
It's fine. I like seeing the art, I guess.
Yeah.
But I also
yeah.
really like just
I
open
know,
boxes so I can see the
it's
figures
kinda
inside.
tough, yeah. It is kind of tough.
Otherwise, how do I know if there's a figure in there?
I know. Yeah, that's a good point.
Some people were pointing out that people could just buy it off the shelf, put in like a Spider-Man action figure in there and return it or something, and then you'd be screwed.
Jeez. Oh man. I really dig the Power of the Force stuff they're doing. I'm waiting for the Yavin 4 ceremony, Princess Leia to go up, unless it already went up and I just missed it.
Really? You're picking those ones up?
Oh yeah, dude.
I'm avoiding Power.
Dude, I have to. That's my Star Wars action figures. That's the ones I had. Like, I have to.
One time I almost got my dad arrested because I was crying over a Star Wars toy.
You told me
It might have been the Power of the Force ones.
The nuns, right?
It was the nuns. The
Yeah,
nuns were like, hey, that
fucking-
guy's trying to abduct that kid. And I'm like,
fucking
yes,
dirty
he
nuns.
is. He won't give me a toy.
Fucking nuns. I remember my dad said he never liked nuns because he went to Catholic school, and that's like back when were like allowed to beat you with a ruler.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
That's horrible.
You ever heard of nunsploitation?
No.
It's like exploitation movies revolving around nuns.
What the hell?
It's like Nazi exploitation, Bruce Lee exploitation, because there's like all these like imitation Bruce Lees after he died.
Whoa.
Quentin Tarantino apparently likes those better than actual Bruce Lee movies, but
That's so weird. That
I
he
know.
doesn't like Bruce Lee.
Yeah, I know. It's strange. Yeah, I want to watch a nunsploitation movie someday. Sounds so fucking weird. But yeah, I gotta pick up the Power of the Force shit, man. They're doing one apparently at Boba Fett too, and a green back, card back, and a green, orange card back.
But those were just teases, right? Or were those
I
official
guess
announcements?
I don't know if they're actually doing it or not.
Because I remember Yakface, he posted something like, had to dig this out of my garage or something like that.
Oh,
And it was the Power of the Force Boba Fett from the 90s.
huh.
And then later on, we saw him post the two pictures, and it says, coming soon,
Oh.
rumored,
Oh, okay.
Power of the Force Boba Fett.
They look pretty legit.
They did,
but
didn't they? Yeah.
Who knows?
I was wondering if he maybe took a picture of those ones that he dug
Maybe,
out
yeah.
and posted those. I don't
Maybe.
know.
I would get him though, even though it'd be like my fourth Boba Fett now.
I
and maybe
know.
fifth if I got both. But
I didn't want any of the ones that they released. What is it, Luke?
Luke, Han, Greedo. Apparently, see, I need the Leia one because I had that. I had her. She had her medal that she's gonna put on to either Luke or Han.
Oh.
She's in her getup. I gotta get it.
Damn.
You know, like reliving my childhood because I'm a man child, but.
The
And I probably
Yavin-
have to get the Boba Fett too. I want to get the Cantina thing too, that whenever the hell that's coming out. 'cause,
Oh, the Cantina set?
Yeah, it's like the Power of the Force.
But you have to
inspired.
buy 2 of the Cantina set if you want the full thing, I heard.
Is that how it's working?
If you want like the full bar, but it comes with like half of a bar.
Oh,
Which, I mean, is fine. That's enough. But if you want the
Shit,
full
man.
effect, people were mad. They're like, we gotta spend like 200
yeah.
bucks to get the whole
between
thing.
collecting Blu-rays and these now, it's like
For real, inflation and
getting-
everything.
shit, it's getting
For
pricey.
real. I'd get the Power of the Force Boba Fett, though. I have to have everything Boba
I know,
Fett for some
man.
reason.
Yeah, I know, dude.
It's bad.
Same. Do you have the prototype Boba Fett?
Oh, where he's white? No.
I kind of want that one because
I
again.
know.
Dude, I guess my helmet got postponed because we're almost at the end of September and nothing from Big Bad.
Which one did you order?
Just the original.
Oh, classic.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah, nothing.
You didn't go with Re-Armored? Where he has
No.
the new paint job?
No, no. No, I want the old one.
Yeah, I think they even sell the prototype
They
full size
do.
helmet too. That's
They
cool.
do. Yeah, that is cool. Yeah, hopefully it ships soon. I mean, I can wait, of course. I've waited since like January, but
Yeah.
I can wait more. But
I got the red box version of Luke Yavin ceremony where he has the medal around his neck
Okay.
and he's in the brown jacket.
yeah, yeah.
That one was on clearance on Dorkside Toys for like $5.
Whoa.
Yeah,
I don't.
he might still be up there.
I still need a Vader and a Chewbacca.
Oh, you don't have a Chewbacca?
Nope. I need
Chewbacca's
'em.
pretty common. He's pretty cheap usually, I thought.
Yeah, I need him. I need a Vader, of course, obviously too. Those are the only characters that I need.
I picked up a Vader to finally unbox.
Oh yeah.
He's fun.
Was it the like
The modern box, but it's blue.
Yes. Yeah. Okay. That one chick in the building had that.
I kept passing by her desk, and I was like,
Yeah.
either I'm gonna snatch it off her desk, or I gotta just be honest and buy my own.
Yeah. Yeah, that's cool.
Keep looking at it.
I know. Is there any other Black Series shit coming out that looks cool?
You're not gonna get the vintage droid series?
No, man. I can't.
Steering away from the vintage.
Yeah, and it sucks because they're cool. But I'm being sizist. I'm going 6-inch or higher, I guess.
Yeah.
But they are cool, man. It's tough. You're getting them?
No.
Okay.
I can't.
Yeah, dude, exactly. It's fucking tough. Yeah. Oh boy. At least I wonder if they're gonna do 3PO and R2 in Black Series droids.
That'd
Like
be
with the
really cool
vintage,
because
yeah.
those sculpts are a little bit different.
Yeah,
the
they
paint job's
look
a little
cool.
bit different.
Yeah.
I really do like them in the
Yeah.
vintage size.
Yeah, they look cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be nice if they did the 6-inch.
I wonder if they do the Ewoks show. Because they had the droid show and the Ewok show.
Dude.
I wonder if they do any Ewok stuff.
I love the Ewok show. That was my
I never
jam.
saw it. I mean, it might be, for what it is, fun.
It's on Disney Plus now. I gotta just.
That's right.
I
it's
should binge it.
Yeah. Maybe one of these days I'll turn it on or something. Maybe
Yeah.
I can't fall asleep. I'll put it on or something.
Box Lunch, that store in the mall next to Hot Topic. They at one point were selling Ewoks the animated show merch.
Whoa.
Yeah. I think I picked up a T-shirt.
Cool.
Love it.
I remember seeing like videotapes of all that stuff like at Blockbuster back in the day.
Yeah.
Let me know whenever you need me to
11:42.
bounce.
I'm
No bounce.
fine. I'm fine. What else was I gonna talk about?
I'm glad we get to do this, dude, because like
I know.
it was like every day got to talk to you guys.
I know.
No, I mean, if anything, it I guess makes me cherish it more.
Yeah,
Makes me
exactly.
cherish these moments. Makes me not take it for granted.
Are you thinking
Granted.
about picking up the Rancor when they announce it? Dude.
It's gonna be like $300 or something. Like,
Probably.
fuck, man. I don't know, dude. That's
and he's
tough.
gonna be huge too. Where am I gonna even put that?
Exactly. That's why I can't pick that thing up, man.
Thing? That TIE fighter's ridiculous.
Whoa, boy. As awesome as it is, it's like that thing is fucking huge. I thought that thing was big.
Dude. I know. TIE
Boy.
fighter's taking up the whole room.
Yeah.
Dude.
I mean, it's awesome they do that, but it's like, shit, pretty big.
Love it.
It would go great with my Gamorrean guard. Do you have the Gamorrean guard?
Yeah, the pig guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It'd go great with my Gamorrean guard and Lando in disguise.
Ooh.
But $300, man. Ooh. I don't know, man. I don't know.
You've seen how these programs work, though. It's called HasLabs.
I think so.
And, like, if you get a certain amount of backers, they add on a bonus.
Okay.
I like that.
What's the bonus for the Rancor that they revealed?
They haven't revealed it, but
Okay.
people are hoping it's the guy who cries at the end, the real
Yes,
fat guy.
yeah,
I would love
yes,
a 6-inch of
yes.
him, dude.
That'd be awesome.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that's and then his buddy's all hey, give him away, give him
Comforting
away."
him.
Yeah,
He's so sad.
I know. Yeah, he's sobbing. Man.
He would be an excellent unlock. And then people are thinking the Twi'lek, the lady with the
Yeah,
who's
the one
dancing.
that he eats her.
Yeah.
That'd be really cool too.
she'd be cool.
Yes, that'd be awesome.
And then people are saying please add a bone.
That'd be really
Just
cool
one giant bone so
also.
Luke can swing a bone
Yeah.
around. That'd be cool.
Yes, that'd be all. Yeah, put it in its mouth.
They usually do 3 add-ons.
Okay.
maybe more. I don't know.
Okay.
Because I was looking at the Galactus one. Did you see that? It's like
Yeah.
it's like ridiculous. It's like 20 inches or something.
Yeah.
People got the Sentinel finally because that finally released.
Oh, X-Men?
Yeah,
Dude. How much is that?
it was probably like 300ish.
If I were... Oh, jeez.
It
If
has
I were-
like tentacles coming out of his hands. I didn't know Sentinels do that.
Yeah, I think they do in the comics and the cartoon show, if I remember correctly.
Comes with like 3 head sculpts. One of them's like a battle damaged one, so it's like dead, and the chest like glows.
If I were to get into any Marvel toys, it'd be X-Men's my favorite Marvel property.
Yeah.
Like X-Men's my... It's like Batman and X-Men are my favorite comics
Oh, okay.
for the most part. I like Superman. I like Deadpool, or not Dead. I've never read a Deadpool. Daredevil.
Yeah, I never read Daredevil.
Daredevil's cool.
I heard the TV show is good.
Yeah, I still haven't watched any of those old Marvel shows before they started doing the new Marvel shows.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I heard they were all good though, like Jessica Jones.
Oh yeah, I skipped those ones.
Yeah, I heard they were good though. One of these days I'll get around to watching it, if they're even on Netflix anymore.
Maybe I don't. It's just, does it add anything to the main storyline, like to the movies or
Yeah.
anything?
Yeah.
Because they didn't show up at the end in the
Right.
big battle against Thanos.
Yeah,
through the
but
portals.
I mean, you know, maybe just as their own, like how Venom's its own thing,
Yeah.
which kind of disappoints me.
Yeah.
But that's why it's also like X-Men. It kind of disappoints me that they're not involved. They might be now.
Oh,
But,
but back to the Sentinels.
Yeah, sorry.
People are posting their pictures because they just got them, and they're dressing them in toddler clothes and putting like toddler backpacks on them and saying "first day of school."
Dude,
That's how big this
wow.
freaking figure is, dude.
Wow, that's like a Chucky doll.
Yeah, and then Galactus
Jesus.
is even bigger, and he's releasing soon. His add-ons were like this flaming dude, this warrior lady, I don't know, some space lady, and then Silver Surfer
Oh, okay.
for
that's cool.
Galactus's.
So, do you have any Marvel toys?
I don't think so, but I'm planning on getting the Captain America zombie from
Okay.
What If.
That's pretty cool.
He's gonna be cool. I'm a big fan of zombies.
I forget, does Juan have some?
If anybody would be one, yeah.
Yeah.
He does a lot of DC collecting too.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just I like when I think of I don't think I ever had Marvel toys growing up.
You know, I can't really think of
To me, it
any.
was like Star Wars and Jurassic Park. Those were the big two.
Yeah, Jurassic Park was always fun.
Yeah, those were the big two.
I had like the Raptors, and they always had like JP like
Yeah.
branded on
Yes,
their butts,
yes.
or their thighs, or
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah,
That was
I
always
like
cool.
that. It's yeah.
I had one where the Raptor, his like leg fell off maybe or something because he was like battle damaged or wounded, and it was like bloody, not bloody, but it was like red and showed like bone and cartilage.
Yeah, I remember
That was a weird toy.
for the second movie, because I had a bunch from the second movie, they did a baby T-Rex. They actually are doing it for the Amber collection of Jurassic Park. I have it pre-ordered. And they did that for its leg, because in the movie its leg gets broken. So it's kind of like, and you can put like a cast on it.
Maybe
pretty
that's what I had. I wonder.
No, but they did that for the Raptors, I think, too.
Yeah.
Like some kind of like damage to them.
Yeah.
But yeah, not many more. Actually, I had Batman toys too. I had like Batman and Robin toys when Batman and Robin came out.
Oh really?
Which, that movie's terrible, but it's fun. It's fucking fun. It's a fun watch.
I wasn't a big Batman guy until later on.
Okay, that's
Like high school.
like my superhero. I picked up the second issue of Batman 89 the other week too.
Dude, aren't they up to like 5 or something?
They're up to 2.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's every month. It's monthly.
Somebody on Twitter just randomly popped up on my feed. Oh, here's my artwork for the 5th issue of Batman 89.
Yeah.
It's like Catwoman.
Yeah,
I don't know if I sent
it's
it to you.
coming out in December. I think they're ending it in January.
Do you know how many
So-
issues?
Yeah, 6.
6?
I believe. So it's like September 2nd, October, November, December, January. I think that's how they're doing it.
Are they hard to find? Maybe I should pick mine up.
The second one was a little A1 Comics in Folsom. I had to like have them like I was just like I'll come back because they didn't have it on the day it got released, and like the dude is just like, no, I can call you and this and that. Okay, and he called me. He put it on hold for me, and I went and picked it up. And this is a cool thing. They're like $5
For a comic, yeah.
for a comic. It's like then it's like that's refreshing. Like buying Blu-rays for like $30-$40. These toys for $30-$40. I'm like, yeah, I'll pay $5.
Yeah.
You know,
And you have the artwork.
Yeah,
You have a good storyline.
They're short, but it's like,
yeah,
it's cool.
Yeah.
You know, I like it. So far, I like it. It's very, Batman 89 is almost like, touching on like, what's it called? Like, topical issues right now with, like, the BLM and everything almost.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Is that because Harvey Dent's in there?
Yeah. And,
That's
like, there's,
cool.
like, oh, there's two sides of Gotham. There's, like, the rich side, the poor side. And, you know,
okay.
Yeah.
That's cool.
But I'm liking it. I'm liking it. Yeah. Catwoman appeared in issue, I guess. I don't know if that's a spoiler. But it ends on a cliffhanger, issue 2, so I'm looking forward to issue 3.
Does Catwoman die in the film, in the original?
No, she appears at the last image of the Batman Returns is she it's like the moon, and she like kind of pops up into the screen, so it's like, oh, she didn't die. 9 lives. Cat size. Yeah, it's been fun. It's been a fun comic so far.
I remember watching a behind the scenes of that actress, and she's like whipping all the heads.
Yeah,
in
the department store.
And she actually does that. That's crazy.
Yeah, Michelle Pfeiffer.
Dope.
That movie scared me as hell as a kid.
It is kind of creepy.
Penguin.
Yeah.
I was like, his parents just dump him in the sewer. What is this? What did you just crap? Isn't that a biblical reference?
Oh, shoot.
And then Joseph down the river or something.
Yeah.
I don't read the Bible, but remember in Prince of Egypt.
That's not Moses, is it?
Oh, Moses.
Is it Moses?
I think it's Moses.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, Prince of Egypt.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
a
one,
good movie.
Yeah. Yeah, that shit scared and like his like circus gang. I was like, these people are scary.
Oh, yeah.
God. Yeah.
The makeup for Danny DeVito was pretty scary.
Yeah, man.
And he had like webbed fingers too.
Yeah,
Really
they're like
creepy.
this or something.
Yeah.
There's some sad stuff in that movie. There's like when they're like interviewing him on TV, and he's like, you know, I want to find my mom and dad, and maybe just ask him why they did what they did. You know.
Yeah.
Just, you know, to a child that was born a little different. You know, a child that spent its first Christmas and many cents in a sewer. It's like, God, this is so fucking like sad and depressing.
It is.
But that's Batman for you, man. That's why I like Batman. It's very sad and depressing, you know, having his parents murdered and.
At least for Tim Burton's version, but I don't know. I'd argue the Michael Keaton version is kind of light and fluffy, especially when you have the Prince dancing.
Oh yeah.
Joker's dancing to Prince.
Yeah, there's still like, you know, people dying of the laughing gas, and like, remember like when Joker shakes the guy's hand and just like burns him.
Yeah.
It like disintegrates him.
Okay,
Not
that is
disintegrates,
kinda
but he's
dark, I
like
guess.
just like a burnt corpse.
But it's not as dark as Tim Burton's.
Yeah. Well, they're both Tim Burton though.
Really?
The Joker and Penguin and Catwoman, that's all Tim Burton.
Wait, was it Michael Keaton in the...
He's in both. Yeah, so the
What?
Michael Keaton movies are the Tim Burton movies.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Huh. I didn't realize it.
Yeah, I like them both. I even the crappy Val Kilmer and George Clooney ones, I got nostalgia for. They're not good, but
I like the George Clooney ones.
yeah,
I don't think I've revisited the Val Kilmer ones in a long time.
it's about as well. I don't know, man. It's probably about as bad as the George Clooney one. Fucking
Which one came first?
the Val Kilmer.
The Val Kilmer?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Val
They could
Kilmer
have
and then
made
Tim
good
Burton.
Batman, but just shitty scripts. I don't know.
I still want Nicolas Cage's Superman.
Superman, dude. Yeah.
Have you seen that documentary about it?
Yes.
That's
yeah.
so good.
Kevin
That's a good doc.
Smith's because Kevin Smith was talking about that for years before like that documentary came out, and it's just so fascinating.
Yeah.
So I remember John brought it up when we were talking about Wild Wild West. You know, the budget, they took the budget of that and put it into Wild Wild West.
That's
It's like,
right.
yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's another one. Do you know what Canon Films is?
Yes, I do. I have a lot of Canon Films
Like a
movies.
production company, right?
Yep, they did Chuck Norris movies and
Like a lot of like, would you say B-rated film?
yeah, kind of.
Lower budget, maybe?
Yeah.
Is that how we could put it?
Yeah.
Did you ever see their documentary?
Yeah. Like it was, they made it, I think, like 2, but I've seen Electric Boogaloo, I think is what it was called.
That's what it's called.
Yeah. Yeah, it's an entertaining watch. I didn't really like how they kind of shit on Canon the entire time.
Yeah.
Because, like, I like their movies, man. They made Texas Chainsaw, so they had a 3-picture deal with Tobe Hooper. who is a director I really like a lot. They did he for Canon he did Life Force, The Texas Chainsaw Massacre Part 2, and Invaders from Mars. Invaders from Mars is really, I have all three because I'm a big Tobe Hooper fan. Invaders from Mars is really bad, but I got it mainly because the Blu-ray has a Tobe Hooper commentary on it.
Oh, nice.
I like Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2. I didn't like it at first. I was like, what is this? This is like comedic and like wacky and zany. Like, what the fun? Like, after a few watches, I'm like, actually, because it's like, how do you follow up the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, you know? Like,
I still haven't seen either of them.
dude.
Dang, should we do that for Halloween?
Maybe.
Shoot.
I'm standing standing by Blair Witch, even though there's many other movies.
I haven't seen that one either.
I'm standing by it because I don't want to be wishy-washy. Like, well, actually, I changed my mind. I'm standing by it. I reset it. I'm standing by it. And I also think it would make it for a really good discussion.
Yeah, definitely.
Like, I'm standing by it on those two.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I'm, like, whatever anyone wants to talk about, I'm because I think our choices, like Night of the Living Dead remake, I think is great. Even Slither, I think is a good choice, and whatever Roman wants to do, I'm sure it'll be a good choice, and I shall support it.
Child's Play,
yeah. Or Halloween, or Friday the 13th, any of them.
Any of them.
Yeah, even Texas Chainsaw. But yeah, I like Cannon movies.
Well, that documentary really messed me up, Electric Boogaloo. Because there's this one point where I think one of the producers of Canon Films, he said, you know what? If you ever want to sell something, you gotta just say you're doing it for the environment.
Yeah.
You're doing it green.
Yeah.
Then it sells like hotcakes.
Yeah.
And it's like, whoa, wait, what?
Yeah.
Are people just trying to sell me stuff when they're
Yeah.
suggesting that we need to help the earth?
They were interesting guys. They were Israeli.
Yeah, that's
and,
right.
They're just, I guess, trying to make it big over here or something. And yeah, they would just pick up like properties again. Like they made all the Death Wish sequels.
That's right.
Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
I think I might have been talking about it in class because of Jean-Claude Van Damme's
Okay.
Bloodsport.
Yes.
Yeah, I think
Dude,
they did
that
Bloodsport.
movie. I like that movie. Have you ever seen Bloodsport?
Yeah, we had to watch
Dude,
it for class.
Yeah, I like that movie.
Yeah.
It might be my favorite Jean-Claude Van Damme movie. Well,
That movie?
no, that's not my favorite Jean-Claude Van Damme movie.
What's your favorite?
Death Warrant. It's where he's in a prison.
Oh.
It's cool. It's really cool. It's pretty. It's kind of. I think that might be a canon movie too, actually.
Probably.
It's schlocky, but I like it, man. It's awesome. The villain in it's great. It's cool.
in
I like the prison setting for some reason.
In Bloodsport, he goes to this real life city that there used to be in China, Kowloon City.
Oh, okay.
That's where he fights at the end, but he's like
Okay.
going through like the whole maze of the city.
Like that. I think it was that and Big Trouble in Little China were the inspiration for Mortal Kombat.
Oh, really? Oh,
and
that's cool.
and maybe Enter the Dragon probably too.
Oh,
But
wow.
it was mainly Johnny Cage was gonna be Jean-Claude Van Damme. That's what Johnny Cage, Jean-Claude. Like,
What?
yeah,
That's
he was
it.
actually gonna be in the game, but for some reason it didn't work out. Maybe he's asking too much money. I don't know.
Yeah.
But
Oh, wow, I didn't piece that together as
yeah.
an influence.
yeah,
Huh.
yeah, because Jean-Claude Van Damme was huge at that time.
Wow.
Not as huge as like Schwarzenegger. I think we talked about that, like, or Stallone, but he
Yeah.
was up there though. His movies were making money.
Dude, Kowloon City, have you ever heard of it?
Yeah.
It's like the most densely packed city in the world.
That's crazy.
Like people are pretty much on top of each other.
I forgot that's where the climax of does the whole movie take place there?
I think he eventually travels there
Okay.
to go to the tournament.
Okay. Got it.
But yeah, there's a good documentary. I think it might have been an HBO one, but I saw it on YouTube at one point covering that city.
Okay.
I totally recommend it.
That's
It's such a
awesome.
weird city.
That's really cool.
I think they had to tear it down eventually.
Oh,
Probably
wow.
like 80s or 90s. They tore it down.
Damn.
Yeah.
Okay.
That would have been crazy to go visit though.
Yeah, man.
That's like something out of one of those crazy animes.
Yeah,
One
seriously.
of those dystopian animes.
That's so cool. Have you seen any other Jean-Claude Van Damme movies?
No,
Okay.
you could say Predator, but I won't.
Oh.
I wish he was in that one. That'd be so funny.
Oh my god.
Seeing his suit, his original suit for that.
NECA
Predator.
made, like, they kind of paid homage
No.
to one of their figures with their original design.
No
I actually
way.
thought of I was like thinking about picking it up, but I was like, I don't know.
It has to be pricey now, right?
Yeah. Yeah,
That's
it's
so
just kind of
funny.
like that's a goof, you know.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
so
funny.
so funny.
That was gonna be like his first film too, right?
Yeah, I think
Fresh
so.
off the boat,
Yeah,
gonna
and
do
he's just like,
Predator.
but you can't see me, you know. Like I want to be the star, or I want to be seen. Because I think Bloodsport. It wasn't his first movie, but that's the movie that got him really popular.
Yeah,
Which, do you like that movie?
it was okay.
Yeah, I
It
like
was
it.
just okay for me.
I like it. It's you know.
I think when he's training, he's doing like the splits at one point. Like
Oh,
just
he does the splits like in
straight
every
out.
fucking movie.
Really?
That was like his shtick.
Oh
That
god.
was like his "I'll be back."
Oh
Him
no.
just doing the splits randomly, and he can do it. He
Hey, if you
pulls
can
out the
do it,
splits
go
pretty
for
well.
it, man. I don't think
Yeah.
I could do that.
Oh no, yeah, that looks like it waits.
For real.
But
Oh, that's why I brought up Canon Films was because you know, they said, oh yeah, if you want to sell a movie, just put the green label on
Mhm.
it. But going back to Wild Wild West, they took the funding and the producer was like, we have to have giant spiders. In this
yes,
film. We
yeah,
have
he had
to."
a giant spider fascination.
Which it makes you wonder, like, was he invested in like a new like spider killing thing or something and wants to
I
create
think the
fear of
dude was
spiders?
and that dude produced he produced at least the first Batman with Michael Keaton and Jack Nicholson.
Oh,
He's a producer on that. He's produced a lot of movies, but I think he just had a strange fascination with. He just wanted to see a giant spider in a movie.
oh, okay.
Like I think that's just his little quirk.
Kind of a weird request.
I know, yeah. Kevin Smith said it reminds me of Michael St. Michael's. Like he was Barbara Streisand's hairdresser. That's how he got into the business.
The producer?
The producer, yeah. He was originally Barbara
Whoa.
Streisand's hairdresser.
Whoa, that's crazy.
Yeah, I know.
Huh.
Yeah, it's funny how people get involved in the show business.
Yeah.
But
Michael St.
Michael St. Michael's, dude. Maybe if I'm lucky when I get home, the Blu-ray will be there. I'm not cracking it open until we watch it.
Bless you.
Yeah.
We should do that on a Sunday.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, man. Sundays, yeah.
Fuck church. We're watching Greasy Strangler.
Exactly. That's our church. We're the men on the cross.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Jesus, that's gonna be fun.
And you said that it's the commentary with the three guys.
Yeah, so
Who
it's the
died
director. The commentary is the director, Michael St. Michael's, and the guy who plays Big Braden. But there's like a bunch of interviews, and they interview the three dudes, the free drinks guys.
Yeah.
And that's what I really want. I want to see those fuckers talk about that movie.
Nick's Frank. Oh my god, dude.
You're a shitty businessman. You know that, no? And you're all a bunch of fucking cunts.
Check my
He
cheeks.
just moons them for an uncomfortable period of uncomfortable period of time, and they just walk away. You're like, okay.
Did you see that in the factoids? It said Michael St. Michael's felt like he lingered too long on the mooning scene.
So funny.
That was the point.
So funny. Drop it with the free drinks crap. It's like, if you think you're gonna tear me a new asshole, you're making a big mistake.
His delivery, it sounds like something straight out of like maybe like a Metal Gear Solid video game or something.
Yeah,
dude.
or like
Big
Resident
Balls.
Evil. I remember one of the Wesker in the first Resident Evil was like, oh, I was worried there. You could have almost been a Jill sandwich. It's like this part where like the walls are closing in or
That's
something.
right. Or was that Barry saying that?
Oh, it might have been Barry, not
Yeah.
Wesker. Wesker's the bad guy. You're right, it's
Yeah.
Barry. Yeah.
With the red vest? I love
Yes,
Barry.
Me too.
Barry!
Yeah. Barry. Whoa.
That cracked me up because I played like not like a remake, but like a reissue of that game.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
I played that part where she almost becomes a Jill sandwich. That
yeah.
cracked me up,
Yeah.
dude. I can't believe Barry's so funny.
Yeah, man. I wanted to also bring dude, the fact that you did your Greasy Strangler shit was fucking amazing. I was like, oh my god. Oh my
I felt so alive when I put it on, dude.
You used just tapioca pudding?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
It probably sounded weird though in the bathroom because I'm like squishing my hands in it. So I just, I'm like, guys, I'm not. My family's outside of the door. I'm not doing what you guys think I'm doing. I'm doing something else, but I can't tell you what I'm doing, and I can't show you.
I can be the Greasy Strangler too. I can be the Greasy Strangler too. That was amazing.
As soon as I put it on, dude, I couldn't speak anymore. I could just talk in grunts.
That's why I sent you the like, please, I'm a rich gentleman. Let me live. That's what I would say if I saw you. I own a premium shipping business in Denver. Let me live.
I couldn't get a stiffy.
Yes. I met the girl at the sports bar. We tried to have sex, but I couldn't get a stiffy.
So good, dude.
Fucking dialogue.
I hate that I'm already ready to watch it again. I told you guys I'm never watching that movie again. What happened?
Yeah. It's like, it's just so... And that movie is, dude, like, you know, like, I've never forgotten the free drinks. You know, or like, why were they standing in this doorway? They were waiting for a friend. They were taking him to Chinese and celebrating his birthday. It's just like... And again, man, it's like...
Hootie tootie disco cutie.
And again, it's like, I make a... Ever since watching it again, it's like... Bullshit artists. I watched Land of the Dead yesterday. You ever seen Land of the Dead?
That one I watched a few times. That one's one of my more favorite ones.
So now I'm gonna watch Diary and Survival because I've never seen those.
Diary, is that the one where they're
It's like
doing
found
the
footage, I think.
fan footage?
And then Survival is just more traditional.
I don't remember liking Diary too much.
I hear terrible things about them,
Yeah, I don't
but
remember liking that.
in honor of Judge, I'm gonna watch them.
Yeah, and then you said Survival. What's
That's
that
the last one he made. It's like the one. It's just the last one.
Is it found footage?
No, it's like more like Land of the Dead. It's like, you know, actually shot traditionally.
I like a lot of the things he introduced in Land of the Dead. I thought that was a great film.
Yeah.
Skyflowers. That's
Yes,
an excellent concept.
I like that guy. He's kind of like slow. You know,
Which one?
He's
The
got
human?
the fucked up face.
Oh yeah.
He's the one who says like, "Oh yeah, the Skyflower." There's this one part where he's like, "Oh, wait, I forget the main character." He's like, "What does that mean? Are we fucked?" Like he just says it so. Like, what does that mean? Does that mean we're fucked? Like,
I like that character.
Yeah,
At a certain point, he's aiming at the chick and he's like licking his thumb
yeah,
to put the glint, take the glint off a little bit,
Yeah.
and then he
Yeah.
saves her. He shifts
Yeah.
the zombie
It's
behind
got
her.
good old Ozzy Argento in it. Who
Yeah.
I have conflicting feelings about now.
Who's Ozzy Argento?
She's Dario Argento's daughter. Dario Argento is one of my favorite directors. A very proponent, not proponent. He was a big, he's a very big figure in Italian horror cinema. Like, I'm sure Eli Roth loves him. And that's a good thing. I'm not making fun of Eli Roth. That's a good thing. So when George Romero made Dawn of the Dead, in fact, I think Dario Argento got the ball rolling for it. He's like, "Oh, I know Night of the Living Dead. You need to make a sequel. You know, I'll produce it." And yeah, so he and George Romero and Dario Argento had like a very big partnership, and that's where Ozzy Argento came into play, Dario Argento's daughter. And like she was a big part of the Me Too movement, and then it came like this dude came out and said he sexually assaulted her. Or no, she sexually assaulted him.
Whoa.
So it's like the blind calling the blind.
Yeah.
And it's like, I don't know if it's true or not. It's like, well, that's lame.
That is lame.
He was like 17 when it happened. So
Oh,
he says, and
damn.
it's like, damn it, come on. Stop. People in Hollywood, stop sexually assaulting people. Stop sexually assaulting kids, women, men. Keep your hands to yourself
Yeah.
unless the hands are wanted, you know?
That sucks.
Get consent. It's like, what is with these people? I don't get it. Why? It's a bunch of sexual deviants, man. It's
Wait, she was in Land of the Dead?
yeah, she's like one of the main chicks.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Who's the main character?
I forget his name. I just watched it yesterday. I watched it with the commentary on,
Oh, okay.
and I had the subtitles on, but I forget the main character's name.
It's not the Mexican guy, is it?
No, that's Cholo, John Leguizamo.
I love.
He's an
John
interesting
Leguizamo,
character. Yeah,
dude.
like I
He's
kind
good
of just
in that
lets
one.
himself turn into a zombie.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, I always kind of wanted to see what's like on the other side, you know. That's interesting.
That one, they're also. That's probably not the first film, but they're introducing like the smart zombie where you can use a machine gun.
Yeah,
That's
they
fun.
really pick up. I thought that was cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like the zombie band in the beginning. They're all trying to toot their horn.
Yes. I like how they go in the water. That's great when they're coming out of the water.
That's a good scene.
Yeah.
That one. Ooh, one of the worst kills I've ever seen is when they finally bust into the place, the zombies, and they rip off the belly button.
Yeah.
Piercing. Ooh.
Yeah.
Horrible.
I was I'll try to say this as best as I can. I was fooling around with a girl, and she had a belly button ring, and I'm like nibbling on her belly button ring, and that's like I was like, oh god, like I got memories of it. I'm like, whoa boy, hopefully I don't nibble too hard.
For real,
It's
dude.
quite the scene.
That is.
Fuck, I was gonna say something. Oh god. So that movie, I really like that mid 2000, like That's why I like Slither, because it's like, I remember like being alive at that time. Like, I don't remember Slither. I remember my mom rented Slither when it came out on DVD. And I remember at the time being like, this movie's crazy. What the hell? But like, yeah, like I like that mid 2000s. It brings back so many memories,
Yeah.
like a lot of good memories.
Remember what you're doing around that time.
Yeah, exactly.
It is fun to revisit those.
Yeah. Yeah, Land of the Dead's good.
Yeah.
It's not great, but I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's a good zombie movie.
It's different. It introduces new ideas.
Yeah, it's kind of cool, like that building, with all the rich people. It's a lot of commentary,
Yes.
Like George Romero always had a lot of commentary in his movies, a lot of social commentary.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's a good point too.
Yeah.
I really like that point.
Yeah, I was almost thinking about revisiting Night of the Living Dead this week, the remake, and I'm like, nah, I'll save it. I'll save it for next month when we talk about it, because that's gonna be really fun.